I do like it when you add more things to the notes. I've had this conversation. I wish Ryan would add more to the notes every week.
What kind of?
A magical
Hello?
sphere, unlock it, and die. That sounds awful.
Oh, the 13th Friday. I was looking at the Redbox app the other day, and that was like a choice at the Redbox here.
Ryan, have you seen that movie?
No, but I think you were going to the bathroom or something at one time, and I told Ralph on one of these podcasts that I got tricked and rented the wrong Krampus.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
that's not a good time.
Yeah, because I didn't know who was in Krampus, but I knew it was supposed to be somewhat interesting, and I didn't know when it was supposed to officially come to Redbox, so I accidentally rented a knockoff Krampus, and it was god. I actually I was one of the few times that I've just not finished it and then immediately went back and returned it.
That's kind of awesome. Except it's that in Star Wars, right?
I kept Star Wars for the full day. I just didn't finish Star Wars. I think I watched an hour of it and then stopped. But
I almost watched it the other day. It's on the Vudu account I use.
I thought it was going to be on my Vudu account, but it has yet to pop up.
I couldn't get through Rogue One either. But
I didn't care for Rogue One.
I didn't see it. Or episode 7.
I saw. 7 is good. This one's better, and I like Rian Johnson. My issue with this one is just it just feels like there's a lot of filler in there to tell the story he wants to tell, and it's just filler for the sake of having Star Wars stuff. The whole, and I've said this before, I believe on this podcast, the whole part of they are in a smaller ship that is faster, so it is able to at least stay out of range of the big ship that's trying to shoot them out of the sky, but they don't have enough fuel to blow out of their way. So, it's literally like a space chase at the slowest possible way. It's well, I'm going to stay just ahead of you so you can't shoot me. And that's the movie.
I wasn't paying too much attention, but when they got surrounded by a shitload of not enemy ships and somehow survived that, I was no. Then Carrie Fisher gets blown out and somehow back in. I was
spoilers.
Only at Taco John's could that happen, but you can get blown out of Taco John's and somehow will yourself back in.
you fly back into Taco John's.
Speaking of that, welcome to the Level Up Show podcast. That was the cold open.
Hello.
I'm your host, I guess, Ralph.
Hi,
Hello,
Ralph.
everyone. Hello, Derek.
Hello. How are you?
Fine. Hello, Ryan. Nobody gets an intro.
I just always feel like I have to say hello. I don't know. It's like being in class. Hello, teacher.
Well, we should take attendance, is what you're saying?
Well, yeah, we can take attendance.
Derek?
Take roll. Present.
Whenever I call your name, say, "Here I am, rock you like a hurricane."
Yes, I can do that.
Ryan.
Am I supposed to say that right now?
That's good.
There was that Key and Peele one where he kept saying everybody's name wrong when he's doing the roll call.
That's the present things from that. Yeah, substitute teacher.
Yeah. So what's everyone been doing?
You done messed up, AA Ron. Sorry, it's too late to do that joke again. I can't keep going.
I might be able to pull up
a Key and Peele clip for us.
Maybe
you have something for me here. Can you tickle my pickle a little bit with some Key and Peele-ness?
If you tell me about Fuzzy's Tacos.
So I was telling Ryan, I told you both, we went to Fuzzy's Tacos. I can't really eat nachos, which is the thing I like the most from Fuzzy's Tacos, because I got the 4 teeth pulled on Friday. On Friday, so I can't chew chips, obviously. But the soft shell tacos are fine. I just chew those kind of softly, as they're soft tacos.
Do they have any blenders there? You could
They might have for their margaritas, but I don't know that they would have let me put the food in there. That might have been okay.
You could have asked, and
what if I could have asked?
Say no.
I could have asked for a taco margarita. That would have been really good. Pour the alcohol into the taco.
I feel like if you put beef, chips, nacho cheese in a blender and blended that together,
you can't go wrong.
Yeah, that probably still tastes good.
You can't go wrong there, especially if it's beef from Taco Bell. It's not real beef.
I mean, if you put that inside a burrito, might be pretty good.
I'm pretty sure that's what we eat from Taco Bell already. Is like a fourth of somebody put some stuff in a blender and you're eating it, and then you shit it out and it looks the same way.
Yeah,
Possibly.
It's kind of the same thing.
I used to have to, Taco John's, take the giant meat tubes and put them in some bowl, and then you just smash it. Smash the meat.
Smash.
I have smashed some meat before in my day. Yes.
You pour in some seasoning or something. I can't remember what all, but
yes,
seasoning noodle and inject it into the tube, the meat tube.
The tube of meat.
No, I mean, I could. Well, that'd be cooler if we got to inject the meat tube with some seasoning, but no.
Nothing's being injected, unfortunately. Is what you're telling me.
I don't think they trust us with needles. But
as well they shouldn't.
It's all euphemism.
I was like 15 at the time. I don't think they wanted me to operate a needle.
It's too bad.
It's bad. I got nothing.
Anything new with you, Ryan?
Not much. We got snow here. I don't know what the hell that was about.
We also got snow.
We were supposed to get tornadoes too, but that never happened.
Snow-nado? That's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Don't say that too loud. Sci-Fi will pick that up and make it a 5-part series.
I can only hope Mark Cuban's in one of them.
Edge or something.
It will star Edge and Gangrel and probably Christian. The entire brood will be there.
And Viscera from the grave.
Yeah, I mean, they could Photoshop him in or something.
Holograms are all the rage.
Yeah, I want to see a Viscera hologram.
Viscera hologram.
That would be big.
If you give it like another 15 years, I'm sure the WWF will try it, or WWE will try it.
The next level wrestling right there is a fucking hologram wrestling.
Whenever Hogan dies, that's when they're gonna try to bring him back as a hologram.
Man,
Stinger is just going to be in the rafters every night because it's just going to be a hologram.
they could just have his neck be a hologram.
Him and Owen Hart
problem. Oh gosh, I don't know about that.
Oh yeah, they probably wouldn't do Owen Hart, but yeah.
Yes, is that the Daily Double? Wrong.
Wheel of Fortune, but close. Yeah,
that was close.
I don't know. I got nothing new going on that I'm aware of. I guess we could just go into some news.
The only thing new with me is I got some news. I got a lot of news, really. I don't have any fake news, fortunately. I do have a lot of real news that I'd like for you all to give me.
Children at first.
Yeah, I thought that was one of my own. I'm not sure what that was, but I'd like to get your guys' opinion on some of this. What do you guys feel about Lawbreakers shutting down after they last reportedly only had 9 people on their fucking server?
Were they all employees?
They might have been. I hope so.
I think that's great, and I think their new game is going to flop just as hard.
You think so? It looks all right. I don't know that I like the BMX part of it, but it looks all right.
Radical Heights. I think it's too. I think it's too late.
Didn't they call it BMX Triple X?
You think it's too late already? Like, man, there's
Battle Royale.
No, man.
People. No, I don't know. People are so ingrained into PUBG or Fortnite. Like, they're just.
I mean, but you understand. You talked about it last week. That what's going to happen when Red Dead does one?
I don't think it's going to go over that as well as Fortnite. It's not going to be free.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't think the shooting won't be as good either.
The shooting in Fortnite isn't that great.
I mean, it'd be. I'm sure it'd be.
GTA shooting's like crazy ass lock-on shooting where you can be on the ground and dead on lock to some dude flying in a helicopter and shoot him with a pistol.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd have to be something crazy. Like,
I don't
even know what.
I like the look of Radical Heights. I think that 80s look is kind of cool. It's kind of niche. Is that the right word?
Neat.
It might be. It might be what I'm looking for.
I just don't. I'd rather they just make like a real game, not a battle royale game.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that everyone in the fucking world's going to try to make one of these games.
Well, is Blazinski still part of it or no?
Yeah, he's the main dude.
Like, he's used to making multiplayer games though. Like, even like Unreal Tournament was mostly multiplayer focused, and I don't know about stuff he did earlier than that.
This just seems like it's just riding a trend though, and like I feel like they did that with Lawbreakers, and look what that got them. So,
Lawbreakers I think was way too late. They already have Radical Heights out in a very early alpha or beta, whatever you want to call it, Steam Early Access. $15 for the Founders Pack. The the thing that I find weird about it is that the BMX part of it, like having bikes and like weird I don't know. It seems a little weird with the vehicle stuff in it. But I mean, I'm always down to look at another battle royale game and see what they do. I also just like the aesthetic of the 80s world that they've built in there.
I just rather see that in like a different game, I guess. But is it going to be free at all?
Probably
free to play.
I don't know. They are supposedly going to release the game in 2019, so I don't know. I don't know. I think at this point, if Epic has got a little bit probably more capital than Boss Key Productions, but Epic threw it out there free and they're making plenty of money. Like that's just the way it works. So I don't
Epic
know.
also does Unreal Engine, so
right.
I think that's where Epic makes most of their money.
That's what I'm saying. They've got enough. Yeah. They've got enough capital to be able to afford just being like, hey, this is free, whatever. Boss Key probably can't until they get a little bit more of a player base, but everything I've heard about the game, it's just very rough, which why wouldn't it be a fucking alpha, you know? So I'm excited to see what they do, but you think it's too late? You think they've run its course?
I think it is. I mean, there's the hell is that?
Freaking dog.
There's just like way too many of those already, and like there's only 2 of them that are even clearly
should have shut the door.
Like, doing anything. So
right.
I don't get it. I feel like just find a new thing and stop writing a trend. But whatever.
You know, he's used to being the trendsetter because he was with Unreal, was with Gears of War.
Yeah,
because Gears of War had a story, but it still was like a heavily played multiplayer game. So,
I mean, like even if this game had if it had some kind of single player mode, like that'd be cool. But
yeah,
it won't.
It won't.
So whatever.
People want to be the next Overwatch. They want to be the next Fortnite. I want to do all that.
Everyone wants to make money, and you know the only people making tons of money right now?
People selling canned air.
It's very possible, but no. Rockstar, because Grand Theft Auto 5 has made more money than any film, book, or game, apparently. 90 million units sold, $6 billion in revenue Grand Theft Auto 5 has created.
So they have
$6 billion.
So they have no reason to ever make another one, is what you're saying?
I mean,
it's kind of true. Like they could just keep riding the train for
At the end of last year, it had sold 85 million copies and is always on the monthly list on the NPD monthly list.
I don't get people buying it more than once.
Not a single player.
I didn't necessarily hate the fact that they were doing the Red Dead Online, but I didn't play enough of it the GTA Online, but I didn't care enough to keep it. Like I traded Grand Theft Auto in when I was done. I played it to play the storyline. I was done. I'm over with it. I don't care.
Yeah, I never played it online. I watched my cousin play some online stuff. I thought it was pretty funny how you exit the game by just shooting yourself.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it was okay. I just didn't care enough to play it, I guess. I don't know. $6 billion though?
I just remember like when that launched, when the online part launched, people were like shitting all over it.
Well, remember it was delayed too.
Yeah, so I mean, and to see it have done this well is kind of surprising.
It was supposed to have heists and stuff when it first launched, and I don't think it had any heists. So it just launched incomplete. But
they've done a good job of being able to make a comeback with it and do what they said they were going to originally. It's just crazy to me. $6 billion in one fucking game, like that's stupid.
I mean, maybe they'll. I don't know. I guess they don't really have a reason to, but maybe they would try like something new. Also,
Manhunt 3.
Go ahead and reboot that, and then put a 3 on the end of it too.
I'd be fine with that.
Cover all your bases. No, you wouldn't.
Have you played any of the Manhunt games?
I played Manhunt 1 and maybe 2.
Okay,
that's more than me.
They're good games.
I played both. I don't know if I'd say they're good games.
They're
both.
They're fine.
I like the idea of them better than playing them.
Yeah, same here.
I liked the cover art better than I liked anything else. I was like, the box looks cool. I should play this game. And then I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah. All right.
Speaking of not so fine, how about everybody's favorite fucking, why am I blanking on this goddamn name? Billy Mitchell. Fucking up. It's all
Yeah.
fake. It's all fake news.
I'm not surprised.
I'm a Barbie bitch.
he is
Not
a,
surprised.
he is a Barbie bitch. So I've never seen the movie The King of Kong or any of that shit.
It's worth watching.
Is it
good.
really? Is it pretty good?
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. Yeah.
I'm not I'm sure they could have edited stuff to make it look worse than it was, but yeah, there's some really funny stuff with Billy Mitchell in there. So he's
Yeah.
like circling
Got that-
the parking lot.
He's got that barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about any of the barbecue sauce that he has, but apparently Billy Mitchell he done fucked up, and his apparent
Does he
high
live in
score.
Iowa?
Does he?
I know that
Twin Galaxies
yeah,
things
it's
in
from Iowa. Yeah.
They're
Either
supposed
way.
to be making a movie like a film like damn it, like a movie version of that. I don't know what the hell you call it. Not a documentary, but like with actors and shit. If it
Yeah.
ever happened.
Apparently, this has all been faked. Like he has used, he spliced together or like recreated what seemed to be actual card or actual like arcade style play on a, I assume computer or emulator of some kind, right? Is that what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say he's like I wouldn't say it's completely fake, but some of his high scores are probably not legit, but he's still probably really good at those games.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But every high score that he's ever had now is apparently gone. Like they took it all from him.
I feel like they couldn't take the Pac-Man one away, right? Like there's no way that's fake.
I
The
don't
first
know.
perfect game of Pac-Man.
I don't know.
I feel like people saw him do that.
Yeah, it was live, it says, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong achieved on an emulator,
There were no emulators back then either when he did the Pac-Man thing.
but he'd been banned from competition, which means the guy that was in second place with the best high score for Donkey
Steve
Kong,
Wiebe,
Steve Wiebe, is now in first.
not to be confused with former Best Buy guy Steve Webb.
Yeah, right. It's not quite the
I'm
same.
confused. I thought neither one of them owned any of the Donkey Kong, or was it just Donkey Kong Jr. or something? Like at some point in time, Steve Wiebe and Billy Mitchell both got passed up by a couple other dudes that got way higher scores.
I just know in the movie it was them, but I don't know. I don't know since then. But I mean, I think I've been seeing in articles it was naming Steve Wiebe, but
As the current high score.
I guess unless it's just talking about King of Kong, I'm not really sure.
But there's multiple Donkey Kong games, right? So
Yeah, but nobody really plays Junior.
I thought that was the one Wiebe played.
They were both playing the original. Like I don't know. I mean, I guess people probably do play Junior for high scores, but the originals more looked fondly upon. But I like them both.
Yeah.
Either way, I wouldn't mind watching the documentary. I just have yet to ever see it. I've never seen it before. But
It was one of the first Netflix streaming movies or whatever. So
it's not on Netflix anymore. I just looked.
no, I don't think it's been on Netflix for a long time.
I used to have the DVD, but I don't know what happened to it.
I'll have to see if I can find it. But either way, don't cheat. That's fucking dumb. It's real bad for you.
Don't get caught. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what they tell you. It's okay to cheat as long as you don't get caught. If I told you that 2K...
Hold on, I got something for this. Okay, go ahead.
Wrong segment. Wrong
whoops.
segment. If I told you that 2K was developing a new BioShock, you would say, Ryan?
I hit the wrong thing. Sorry.
I would play a little tune. I'd be excited even if it's not. Even if it's not made by Ken Levine.
Ralph, if I told you that 2K was developing a new BioShock, you would say?
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Jason Schreier had published something up over on Kotaku saying that found an unannounced project in the works, neighboring secret studio codenamed Parkside. Project set to be the next BioShock, according to a top secret report. Literal top secret.
Yeah, it was who made Mafia 3 Hangar? Like
who's doing it? Are they?
well, like as they were developing that, like near them, in the same building or something. Like it was a really small team working on this park side, and like Hangar 13
is like a Czech, like they're a foreign studio.
Well, they were in San Francisco at the time, I guess.
Maybe somebody else did Mafia 3. Mafia 2 was like a Czech Republic team or something.
Oh, I think 3 was
called Czech Republic.
Yeah, it was definitely Hangar 13 because they talk about it in this article that I read. That apparently a lot of the people from Hangar 13 tried to get on board with the Parkside team.
Yeah.
They just don't have a lot of space right now because they're still trying to develop what it is they're making.
And it was like pissing off people in Hangar 13 that
Yeah.
people were wanting to go work on that game. I don't know.
Yeah,
So-
2K Czech did Mafia 2 and Mafia 3, and Hangar 13 probably just helped them out.
Oh, I don't know. According to that, it was Hangar 13 doing it. I don't know.
It's possible that it could also be them working on Borderlands 3, which is obviously like it's always a possibility. There's another Borderlands happening, clearly. So there's that. I mean, so don't get your hopes completely up, but there's a.
Well, what else is Gearbox doing? Because they're not working on
Sure.
Battleborn.
I mean, they might be making Duke Nukem for Never, the Hubasync themed sequel.
Oh man, that ship's probably sailed.
Oh, I guess 2K Czech was merged into Hangar 13.
Oh, okay.
So I guess, I don't know. Are they still, the people that were working from 2K Czech, are they still in Czech, or what's going on?
Are they still in Czech? That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Czech Republic, I guess.
Oh.
I didn't know if it was still called Czech Republic or not, but yeah.
I don't know about that segment. We're not there yet to the geography segment.
Not quite there.
Yeah, hopefully we're never there because we'll fail it.
Yeah, you're right. How about another one of these? What if I told you Sega was hopping on the mini area of console sales and going to be releasing a Mega Drive Mini to compete, kind of like what NES and the SNES Mini did? What would you say to that? Oh, yep.
I don't know.
That's what I would
Sega
say.
confuses me. What is that called here? Is it also, was there a Mega Drive here, or was it called something else here?
This is Genesis.
Genesis.
Yeah, that's what confused me. I thought it was the Genesis. So they just call it the Mega Drive because they announced it somewhere
In
other than the US.
Japan,
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
It'd be the Genesis here. I don't know. Like I think they've already done this a few times. Like, well, that At Games has, so it's kind of like
Yeah,
poisoned
I
the
know.
well already, if you will.
at least it looks cooler this time though.
It does
Yeah.
look cooler, but I don't know that it matters.
Because I mean, that thing. You still have that little Genesis, Derek?
Yeah, the one downstairs. Yeah.
So that's like basically kind
Right.
of a Genesis
Yeah.
Mini, and At Games made that. And it's got a. Does this have a cartridge slot? I don't think. Well,
Yeah,
if it's a
it's got a
mini.
This has a cartridge slot on it too.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's kind of cool, but
Whatever.
that At Games just put out that Genesis during the holidays.
The flashback thing.
Yeah, and it's had
Yeah.
a cartridge slot, and it was kind of shitty. So,
And they only said there's going to be at least 15 games. They don't say any more about that, but they're going to.
I hope there's more than that.
I would hope so.
What is this?
And Sega games are also going to be coming to the Switch to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Sega.
Yeah, supposedly it's like
Genesis.
Sega Saturn and Dreamcast games, right?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I
But
mean, I'm
like,
down for that.
I just don't understand. They're like milking the Genesis to death because they put out that Sonic's Ultimate Genesis collection on PS3, 360.
35 times, yeah.
Then there's another one, Genesis collection, coming out on Xbox One, PS4. It's the same fucking thing. Then they put out a new flashback Genesis every year. It's like all the same games every time. Like, I don't know.
I don't know
Probably-
how many times I can play fucking Ghouls and Goblins or whatever the fuck is on that
What?
damn thing.
It's not even on there.
I don't know.
For me, I've never played that game.
I love those games. Don't.
I don't know anything about them. I can't.
I won't say
confirm
any more.
One's on the SNES Mini. You could try that out, Ryan.
Oh, I
For
could.
Ghouls and Ghosts. A hot jam.
It's a hard jam.
But I don't know. Now's probably the time to do that because most of the people who played those as kids are in their 30s, going on to 40s, or in their late 20s.
I just don't like. I like my Genesis, but I was never the Sega can what Nintendo can't guy.
I think it does what
Yeah.
Nintendo don't.
You
Yeah,
never
I
know the
was
last
not that guy.
process.
I just, I don't. I'd be in it if they hadn't already tried this like 100 times.
Yeah, like the well's kind of passed.
And if At Games wasn't doing it, because
Yeah. If it was actually Sega.
Yeah, or they had Nintendo do it for them.
That's pretty good. That would never happen, but that's a pretty
Or Atlas. Could they do that for Sega? Sega owns them, right? I don't know.
Something like that.
Atlas getting in the hardware biz.
Yeah, there was a good joke in the newest Game Informer. There's a April Fool's section, and it says something about Nintendo announces the Virtual Boy Mini, and it's just this little bitty thing someone's holding up to one of his eyes.
That's pretty good.
Oh, it was good.
Give you a good chuckle. Speaking of games that aren't going to have single player campaigns and going to switch to a battle royale mode,
Oh no.
Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is ditching the traditional single player mode and going to we are the first Call of Duty game without a campaign. And there's a very strong rumor.
For real?
Yeah, there's a very strong rumor.
It wouldn't be the first one though, because they released like
first mainline Call of Duty.
No, there was a mainline one that came out on like 360 or something like that only had multiplayer.
Well, that was Black Ops 3, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that on 360 and PS3 versions didn't have it, but I mean,
the other ones did. Yeah, that doesn't make a difference. So they Polygon posted it first. Patrick Klepek is working on it over at Waypoint, but Polygon got to it first. But they reach out to Activision. They don't comment on rumor and speculation. We look forward to talking about it May 17th. The sources said that Black Ops release date approached. It became evident the development on the single-player campaign wouldn't be completed. One source said Treyarch had focused since Black Ops 4 development on expanding multiplayer and the series' popular zombie mode. Source described an emphasis on cooperative modes as potential stand-in for the typical single-player experience. And then there's also rumors flying around again that there would be another a battle royale mode put into. And there's a Call of Duty is a battle royale mode over in or Call of Duty Online over in China already. But this would be the first, obviously, Americanized version of that. So May 17th is when we're going to talk about it, but there's a very strong possibility that there will not be a reason for me to play Black Ops 4.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's going to matter. I think your games still sell really well.
Oh,
people
yeah.
Usually don't play. The people who only play the single player are a minority.
Me not playing the game is not going to cause them to not sell games.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm surprised they haven't done it from other than that, I'm sure they did it on 360 and PS3 just because they didn't want to take the time to do whatever they did for the campaign and put it on that on those other consoles. But I'm surprised they haven't done it earlier than this.
I mean, yeah, I get why they're doing it, but that kind of sucks. Just because, I don't know, that could be like all single player modes at some point.
Yeah, maybe they had a shitload of Kevin Spacey in it and they just didn't have time to cut him out.
Had him and Harvey Weinstein in it. Then they're like, oh shit.
Next up on the news list, I've got, and this is something Ryan can talk to us about as a God of War apparently does the same thing. Detroit Become Human is going to run at checkerboard 4K on the PS4 Pro, which I believe is the same way that God of War runs, right, Ryan? Can you give us a little tech talk on the checkerboard stuff?
I mean, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Pretty much every PS4 Pro game either renders at 1440p or 1800p and then tries to upscale or does some type of checkerboarding thing. And usually you can't tell the difference unless you do a still shot, because then you can see some weird artifacts sometimes. So I wouldn't worry too much about it.
What is checkerboarding though? That's what I don't understand.
I think they take something that's
is that the finish of a Mario thing?
They take something that's a significantly smaller resolution and they kind of, I guess, they write a bunch of code in order to create a new image that is 4K that requires a lot less pixels. So I don't know. It's really complicated how they do it, but the end result looks really nice. So it saves them from having to push native 4K, all those pixels. They don't have to push all those pixels out. They can just have some algorithm take care of it. and handle it and kind of clean up the image. That's why you get weird artifacts, because it doesn't always work perfectly. But usually in motion you can't see them. So,
okay.
But you probably won't have to worry about that with whatever the next generation will be. You'll probably get to see native 4K most of the time, if not all the time.
We'll see.
But I doubt, like when you play God of War, because you're getting a new system, right?
Yeah, I gotta pick up. I'm gonna try to get my PS4 Pro on Friday.
Yeah, it'll look pretty good.
Oh yeah, I'm real excited about it.
Yeah, most of the checkerboard stuff is pretty convincing, and it's hard to tell the difference between if it's 4K or not. So,
Okay.
Horizon Zero Dawn was the same way.
That's weird. It's just weird to me. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. Let me pull my news list back up here. NBA Playgrounds 2 has been officially announced. Saber Interactive once again developing and releasing for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and the Nintendo Switch. Improve on the first game variety of ways, including the new Playgrounds Championship online mode and Worldwide Online League, featuring several divisions to climb. Players will know how they stack up against their opponents online and acquire skills as they progress with both co-op and solo leagues featured. Additionally, the game will include dedicated servers and 4-player online games. So 200 players, current and retired, that you can collect by playing the game. Should be out in August. So,
yeah, let's hope it's easier.
Yeah,
and I don't know. This is kind of like a minor complaint, but I wish they in the first one. I wish they would have done like roster updates where when people got traded and stuff, they were on different teams.
Yeah,
but they never did.
Did they make any comment about Shaq and his ability to shoot threes?
Fadeaway threes.
Yeah,
running threes. I mean, they do have. Are they working on Shaq Fu?
I think they're still working on Shaq Fu.
So I mean, it's coming out in June. So I mean, yeah, they have a connection with Shaq. I guess is what I'm saying. So maybe he has to hit threes. Maybe that's part of his contract running threes.
Yeah, there was a rumor with the old 2K games when they used to make college games too. Some of the people that worked for 2K were from Iowa State, so there were rumors that somehow they were using Iowa State to make it better than they were. I'm sure it was all nonsense.
Was the guy's name Royce?
The 5'9"?
Was that guy from Iowa State
Royce
who like
White. Royce White.
do anything in the NBA because he was
Royce White because he couldn't fly. Yeah, Royce White.
I don't know what the deal was. That was weird.
I don't even know who that is. One of those guys died. One of those basketball players not too long ago.
I don't know who it was though.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got a couple more news hits before we take a quick break. Dark Souls Remastered on the Switch has been delayed to the summer. Bandai Namco has announced the remaster has been pushed back to summer. Additionally, the Solaire of Astora amiibo has been postponed with the same time frame as well. Bandai Namco didn't provide a reason for the delay. They just wrote, "Rest assured, extra time will help improve your journey to Lordran." Still coming out May 25th for the Xbox One, PC, and PS4. It's just the Switch that needs a little more time.
Yeah, I think it's funny they're delaying the amiibo also. I mean, I guess that makes sense. But it's like we need more.
They probably just want to make more amiibos.
They should, because like that thing
that's sold out right away. Right?
Yeah, instantly. It's a GameStop exclusive. So
it's really, really dumb.
Did you get one, Ralph?
No. I asked about it like a week after it came out, and they're like, "Oh, it's long gone."
GameStop.
Yeah, you should. They tell you if you order a couple copies of Madden, they can work something out.
Probably.
Everyone wants a couple copies of Madden.
Yeah.
Two more quick news hits. Number one is a long-standing series is coming back. Castlevania.
Oh, well, that's also true. But
Castlevania is coming back.
Is it? Is it really
on iOS? It's coming back.
I thought he was going to say Too Human, but
no, not quite.
It only has one game. Does that count as a series?
It does. New Castlevania game has been announced. The Grimoire of Shadow coming to iOS, revealed on the official website. It is an iOS release. Obviously not the thing everyone was looking for. 4-player co-op, new competitive mode, brand new story for the series. It's set in a future where Count Dracula has been completely destroyed.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy because they had huge support for the DS, and releasing one of those on the Switch would seem like it'd be pretty cool. So
Yeah. Well, hopefully that's what Bloodstained is, because apparently Konami, unless it's a Bomberman game with Castlevania guys in it,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's getting to a console or a Metal Gear game.
We'll see if this actually comes out in America. That was not, there's no release date yet, but that has been announced at least for iOS. So
just iOS, no Android.
yeah, nothing, no Android yet.
There's some Castlevania puzzle game on iOS also, I think.
There was. I don't remember what. I don't know if it's still out there,
maybe
but it
gone.
was. It
I
might
always
be gone
wanted
now.
to play it, but hey, I ain't got no iPhone.
Yeah, I do.
Think I got
In
that.
fact.
Think I got that
Kick
money.
me outside. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? How about that? And the last news I've got for you is the PS5 is coming in November. Oh, I'm just kidding. PS5 really is flying. Supposedly, certain developers have dev kits, which are basically just computers right now, which that's usually how dev kits work anyway, right?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, they get like target specs or whatever. Yeah,
Right.
I don't know if there's anything else that they get.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's very, very early, but I mean, Ryan was talking before the show. We are 5 years into this console life at this point. I mean, the iterations are different, but PS4 came out 2013. Xbox came out same year.
Yeah, it was like a week or two after, right?
Yeah, right. And then the Xbox One S obviously happened. Now we got the Xbox One X and you got the PS4 Pro. So you have iterations on the console, which might extend that lifespan a little bit longer. But how long did the PS3 last? Was it 7 years?
Way too long. I think it was longer than that. PS2, 20, oh, I guess, yeah, that's about right. 2006 to 2013.
Yeah. So,
but they didn't officially kill it until, has it even been killed yet?
I don't think it's been dead. I don't think it's been dead yet. I think
they didn't stop production on it.
they must have production, I guess. I don't.
They probably did because they originally said that the PS3. So I guess Sony says all their consoles have like a 10-year life cycle.
Right.
So like PS2 lasts longer than that.
Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah. But it lasted like at least 12.
Yeah.
Right? I think there's still PS2 games coming out in 2012 or 2013. I mean, they were like garbage, but
yeah. They're probably like soccer games or something.
Yes.
Giant Bomb was playing that Garfield game not long ago.
Yeah.
That was one of them.
Oh, that was a late release? I didn't realize.
Yeah, I think he said like, no, what did he say? He said like 2008.
That Gerstfield shirt's pretty
Quite a
good.
difference.
Yeah. But yeah, like usually when they launch a new one, it's like 5-6 years. Sometimes it's shorter than that. Sometimes it's like 4 years after the original console released. There's that weird window where you got the old and the new working together. And then finally, it's pretty much just where we are now, where it's Xbox, PS4.
I just don't know that I feel weird. Like I'm going to go buy a PS4 Pro, and then in 2 years there might be a PS5. Like,
well, maybe in less than 2 years.
Or sure, less than a year. I mean, but
why you don't buy the PS4 Pro?
Don't talk me out of it now. I'm already sold.
Yeah, well, you got the fancy axe-looking God of War.
I gotta get that God of War PS4. The wife wants to play Fortnite on her own. She needs a second. We need a second PS4.
She got a phone.
Yeah, that's true.
that mobile Fortnite where you get all them dubs.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if not 2019, it'll be 2020.
I think 2020 is the right call for a new PS4. Like, when did the PlayStation launch? 98? 97?
The first one?
Wait, PlayStation was 94.
Oh, 94. Okay. So it can't
in
coincide
Japan, at least. Maybe it wasn't 94 in the US, but it was.
I feel like it was at least 95 in America. I could be wrong, though.
Jumanji, that guy was in 1996, and he was playing a PS4, so it was at least 1996, unless Jumanji got their history wrong.
I'd hope they got it right.
Do you trust The Rock? Because you should.
Hey, man, it's a Sony property. They should know.
He was doing some weird stuff when he was fighting people in that game. I don't know if I trust, or that movie. I don't know if I trust him.
I haven't seen it yet.
Japan 94, North America 95. Europe '95.
Almost a year later, it came out in America. How
Yeah.
weird is that? That
That used
would
to be-
never happen now.
Yeah, it was so common back then. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening
Worldwide
to
now.
an old podcast with Shane Bettenhausen on it. He was working at like GameStop equivalent at the time, and he was thinking of importing a
PlayStation?
Japanese PlayStation. Yeah.
That's weird.
Was it Babbage's?
I think
Cross
it
Boutique?
was either Babbage's or like
Software,
Software,
etc.
etc. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
It's crazy.
Funko Land.
Funko Land.
Yeah.
Old
I think I
Funko
got
Land.
my PlayStation in '97. I don't think I got it in '90. Maybe it was either '96 or '97 is my.
I feel like my grandma got it for us in '97.
I think it was
Ours in-
'96 because I had
Ours
NHL
in-
'97.
My dad got it for his birthday, and he got Symphony of the Night and Madden 98.
Okay,
That's 40th birthday. I remember.
I feel like that was.
I mean, that's a hell of a
year for
birthday
Madden.
present.
It's a good present.
Hell of a birthday present. I don't know, Ralph. What do you think? Do you think this too early for a PlayStation? Do you think it's man? Do you think you're going to see that big of a difference spec wise and
I think so.
really?
I think this generation was timed poorly because the CPU is so weak in these that we haven't really seen much. We've just seen better graphics.
What more are we going to see though?
So if you increase the CPU and make it more powerful, then you get better world simulation. So then you get a more believable, livable world and better AI. And right now we just kind of are stuck with what we've had for years, which is nicer looking graphics. Because otherwise the frame rate will tank if the simulation's too taxing.
Do you think the PS5 is backwards compatible, or does that even matter?
I think at this point, with what Xbox is doing with the X and getting 360 games on there, I truly believe that Sony's big announcement of this E3 is going to be that they are going to allow PlayStation 3 games to be played on this PlayStation 4 console.
I don't know about PlayStation 3, but probably PlayStation 4, because supposedly they're going to be using AMD again.
Right.
So just
And-
using
yeah, I mean,
AMD,
with the
yeah.
new console, I think they'll do that for sure. Like I think Xbox has set the precedent now, being like all these games are backwards compatible. Like I think that they have given new life to being able to play those old games. So I think you have to.
But I'm hoping it's more like not what Xbox did, and more you put the disc in and it plays from the disc. Because what Xbox did for the
Not
disc,
just taking an
you
image.
download it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want an image. I want to be able to play it.
Because like Xbox has done a lot, but it's still taking them forever.
Yeah, and I'm saying I truly think that Sony, even with PlayStation Now, like I get it, PlayStation Now is a different thing, but is PlayStation Now doing as much? I mean, really, is Microsoft earning business because of what they're doing with the backwards compatibility? Like, are they getting money for that? I don't know. But
I was significantly less interested in Xbox before they started doing that, even though I had one.
and that's why I think
you can download games too. I mean, if you really wanted.
And I think that's the whole point. It's like I look at a Sony sale and I'm like, oh shit, this fucking game's on sale. Oh no, it's only on sale on PlayStation 3. Oh fuck, I'm not gonna put it on my PlayStation 3, but if I could play that PS3 game upstairs on my PS4, fuck yeah, I'd buy it. Like, I truly think that going in and mark my words, I'll put it on my prediction sheet in 2 months. I think Sony has to come out with some kind of backwards compatibility for their.
It's too late for the PS4.
I don't, because I think they're going to be, if they're going to be doing a PS5, that they have to work out the kinks. They have to fuck around with it and get it right. That way, when they launch it for the PS5, it's ready.
I don't know. I think the PS3 has lost them. They probably will not do, because the PS3 is so different. If they were going to be doing backwards compatibility for the PS3, they probably would be doing it based off of like a lot of PC versions of the games. But like the PS3 is so much different than all the other consoles. I really am not sure why they went the route they did for the PS3.
What do you mean?
Like the whole architecture is completely different than like any other console. So
just you're talking the processor and everything they use.
Yeah, the whole cell processor thing that they did, it's way different. Yeah,
maybe it was the most expensive way to do it. That's why they did it.
That's why they launched it. Fucking $600 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
insane. That's why I knew I was never going to get a PS3. I was just glad my cousin gave me his.
They weren't making money on it either. They were losing money on that, and they were charging $600.
Yeah.
So
That's nuts.
That's insane.
I don't know. I
guess
mean,
it was like the cheapest Blu-ray player at the time
It
too.
really was. I remember that part.
Yeah.
People come in and, yeah, it's nuts.
what games are coming out next year? Like Sony games, just
The Last of Us.
Last of Us is definitely coming out that next year, I think.
and
Days
then
Gone.
is there anything besides them that's been announced?
That new Sucker Punch game.
Oh yeah,
The
that's probably next year then. I guess.
I can't
Spider-Man.
remember.
If Spider-Man doesn't make it this year.
Yeah.
No.
So I mean,
I think Spider-Man's
know.
coming out next year. Anthem's coming out next year.
well, I guess 2020 might make a little more sense for late next year.
Yeah.
If
But,
they
like,
all that shit
It's already
out
been
first.
talked about where that Cyberpunk game is likely no longer this generation. It's likely going to be a launch or close to launch for next generation. So, and that Cyberpunk game will probably come out in 2020, or I don't know, maybe not. I guess I have no idea how far along they are in that, but
I
not doing
don't
another
see,
Witcher game. It's got to be sometime soon.
I don't see 2019 being the time for a console. I think 2020 gives you enough time between the life cycles, but I also think that you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot because the PS4 Pro just came out last year. So putting out another console 3 years after your iterated console, I truly think you can milk another 5 years out of this console.
That's crazy. No way. They will behind the scenes, but it's not going to be their flagship for 5 more years. That'd be nuts.
Man, the PS4 Pro?
We'd be hurting so much. Like if they so now it's 2018. PlayStation 4 has been out for the PS4 Pro is not that significant of a jump from the base PS4.
Right.
If we went from 2013 to now, and then 5 years later we were still playing on a PlayStation 4, that would suck. That would be terrible. Like at that point, I probably wouldn't be a console gamer anymore. I probably would actually just make the jump and go and be a PC gamer because the consoles will be so far behind in 5
Yeah,
years.
but you wouldn't be able to find a video card because they're all being used for cryptocurrency.
Probably not in 5 years. But
You never know.
I don't know. I mean, maybe in 5 years the new Nintendo system will be as powerful as a PS4 Pro.
like,
So
think of how Doom is currently running on Switch.
Okay.
5 years from now, that's going to be the PS4.
Yeah, let's not do that then. I don't know. It just seems weird to me that I would be buying a new console already. Like I feel like I just got my PS4. I can't believe that I've had it. I mean, I got it like the week after it came out. So I can't believe I've had it for 5 years already, and I'm going to buy another one Friday.
Well, so when did PS2 launch? Was that 2000 or 2001?
I thought it was
2000.
Was it 2000? I thought it was
2001 was Xbox and GameCube, I believe.
Yeah. So I think it's in the time frame of when we get a new console. It's just whether it's next year or the year after. And I
March
think
2000.
we were in I think as far as like PC specs go, they're already way ahead of what the current consoles are at. So we're already kind of desperately in need of new consoles.
So you went from 5 years to 6 years to 7 years, and now maybe to 8, I guess.
Yeah. But the whole point of consoles is getting tech in a state where it's affordable to be put in like a PlayStation or an Xbox, where it's still probably like at one point in time, consoles used to be like the most technologically advanced, but now it's not the case anymore. But they still want to get it as in a state where it's going to be pushing the industry. Well, because consoles pretty much, like, as much as PC games would like to say that they don't, consoles pretty much are the standard, and they have to develop around them because they make the most. I don't know. I don't know if they make the most money anymore. I would still think they do, right?
I don't know.
Because most of it's switched to digital, and it's kind of hard to tell if consoles are still.
Worldwide, the PlayStation 3 as of 2013, this is old, 80 million units sold. As of December last year, the PlayStation 4 sold 76.5 million units. So I think you're killing it with the sales. I just don't know why you would slow it down. Like I don't know.
Hi, Debbie.
Like, I mean, as somebody who wants to, like, I want a new console. Like, I don't want this to go on for longer. If it goes on for 2 more years, that's fine, I guess. But
You think
I kinda
two's,
want-
you think two's your max? Two's your maximum?
yeah, if they make it go longer than that, like they really made the last generation with PS3 and 360 last way too long. That was way too long. If you go back and look at the specs for the PS3 and the 360, they're kind of laughable now.
I don't know.
They didn't
weird.
even have a gig of RAM.
Yeah. But you also, yeah, I mean that's up. That's up to the games to want to or to need to utilize that, I guess.
Well, it's kind of not though. It's up like so. Like the PS3 and 360 are all the platforms. They have to make the games around those platforms. If developers, I guess, can complain and all that stuff and want something else, but then their option is only make their game for PC, which I don't know. As time has gone on, maybe that's not that bad of a decision. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, they definitely need to make a. I don't know. I think they need to make a new console. I'm just not sure that 2019 seems too early for me. 2020, 2021 seems a little bit better.
It's still a long time.
I don't know.
It's not. I mean, you're talking less than 2 years probably.
So if you go 2013 to 2020, that's 7 years. That's a long. That is a long console life cycle.
That's as long as the PS3 to this.
Yeah, and I just said that those were long.
Yeah.
And part of the reason why those were long is because they launched right before a recession happened.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that wasn't fun. That's all I got. That's all I got for news. That was a long news segment. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's the end of the show.
Can we take a quick break and we'll resume as soon as I run to the bathroom?
A non-stop break.
okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys need to do. Play some more music. Play that funky music, white boy.
I don't have
We
much.
have
I got. That's about all I got.
that song by Aqua, that Barbie song.
Hold on. This one.
I'm a Barbie bitch.
Yeah. It's the remix.
Yeah, it's not a bad song. This one's not either.
Joe's barbecue foot massage. Joe's.
It's a good
What's
video.
that from?
It's some like commercial. I don't know where it's from, but there's some establishment called Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage, and they're singing a song, dancing.
Wasn't Sue doing an Omaha Steaks commercial?
Was what?
You've never seen? Oh, you probably haven't seen Sue doing the Omaha Steaks commercials.
No, who's Stu?
Nebraska. Sue? Dominican Sue?
Oh, hell no, no. He can speak enough to where you can understand him.
Yeah, well, you can say Omaha Steaks.
Is
So, no, actually, I really haven't heard him talk much, so I don't know what he sounds like.
I don't either. I usually see him speaking with his feet when he's stomping on people.
Well, I mean, he hasn't done much of that recently, at least. Nothing that's been publicized, I guess.
I don't think he's done much of anything recently.
Did he get signed with some other team, or is he still
Rams?
Oh. They like their D line, I guess. So,
Rams are going to set themselves up for a Super Bowl or absolute failure. I'm not sure which one yet, but
well,
one of them.
as long as they don't play the Patriots will beat them.
It's true. They can handle the Titans, but just barely. Well,
were they Titans back then?
Yeah, it
Were
was
they, like the fresh, like new Titans.
Yeah, because they were actually the Tennessee Oilers for like 1 year, I think. Maybe that was the first year they were the Titans when they were in that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. That's our nonstop discussion.
Hello, I'm back.
You are back.
I'm
Let's
back.
go ahead and talk about some stuff we've been playing. I'll just go first because I don't think I ever go first. Let's see. We'll get the good stuff out of the way. Okay, well that's gone. No, Dead Space 2 got on to Games with Gold the other day.
Oh, it's crap. I should
It's
put
a
that on there too.
great game.
So I'd played, I think, like an hour of that yesterday. Yeah, that's the game's. I didn't remember.
Was it still holding up really well?
Yeah, like I think it's still really fun. It looked pretty good. So
That's good.
I don't know. don't know if I'll finish it or not. I probably should because I don't remember much of it besides like that part where you're like drilling in your eye or something.
Yep, that's real.
Yeah.
That's the big scene.
I remember the part where you go to like the daycare, the weird looking baby monsters.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. I
Yeah.
know that was 2 or no,
Was
I
it
guess it wouldn't be
yeah.
3 because it wasn't I don't remember.
No, it was in 2. I played 2 quite a bit. Well, I played the first one and the second one quite a bit. I didn't play the third one as much.
It has snow in it.
Yeah, I mean, I beat the first one at least twice, and I've only beat the other 2 once.
Yeah. I platinumed the first one. I was going to do it for the second one, but then when I went to go do the mode where you can't save, right? Or you can only save twice. Is that what it is? So either you can't save or you can only save twice. One of the two. I couldn't do it. Couldn't get myself to do it. So
Just wasn't in the mood, huh?
I didn't want to put myself through it.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's cool that Dead Space 2 is backwards compatible. So I mean, 3 is 3 backwards compatible yet? On
Not that I'm
Xbox?
aware of is the first one.
First one is because it was Games with Gold
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah. I keep thinking I wasn't downloading it because it is Games with Gold for Dead Space 2. I was like, I don't need to download it. I already have the game. And I was like, I have it for PS3. I can't just put that disc in. So I better download this.
But what if Microsoft announces
That would be awesome.
that you can put in PS3 discs? Oh man,
That would be great.
future is
I
here.
have so many PS3 ones that are also 360 backwards compatible.
That's a cross-platform play. I don't know why, but I picked up Wario Land Shake It on the Wii on eBay recently because I always thought it looked all right, and it was like $12. And
So you said fuck it and bought it.
yeah, I guess it's pretty fun. It's just like a 2D side scroller. It doesn't have a bunch of annoying motion controls. It's got some, but they're pretty easy. It's kind of weird because you like get to the end of the level and then you have to like make it back to the beginning before you run out of time. But you're usually allotted a lot of time. So, and it looks really nice, and it's got like kind of weird anime cutscenes, which seems kind of odd. But it's only, I mean, I feel like maybe this is like with a lot of Wii games, but it's only in full screen, and like the sides are just like, I don't know, it shows like your items or something.
Right.
That is kind of weird. I thought we supported the full like 16:9.
Some games do, but I got my Wii U back recently because it died. So I've been playing some Wii stuff, and yeah, like there's a lot of them that are just full screen only.
No Devil's Third.
I almost put it in yesterday.
I like the way this game looks, the art style. Like, I don't know what it is. Is it hand drawn in? Like, what?
Yeah, it looks
It
hand
looks
drawn.
really nice.
I think it's the same people who did Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Yeah, like before they started doing that kind of style, it looks really
Yeah.
nice.
Well, in Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it's a good studio.
The front and the background, like it just flows really well. Having like the almost shaded area in the back, I don't know, it just looks really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
How many of your Wii games do you still have? You still have a lot of them?
I think I have like 50.
Hold on, there's a lady named Captain Syrup.
Yeah, she keeps telling Wario that he's handsome. This has to be like some kind of fever dream.
Kind of awesome.
But yeah, I got a lot of Wii games because like they're dirt cheap right now. Like for example,
They didn't call that lady Aunt Jemima.
I wish you would.
should I'd heard about this game called The Monkey King: The Legend Begins on the Wii. Like GameSack played it one day.
I
GameSack
gotta watch that
YouTube
game
channel. I don't know. I love that show, but whatever.
That reminds me. Did you get anything off the Wii store before you died?
No, because you had to upload your Wii points onto it before March 26th. Like you still buy stuff now until next year, but only if you'd put money on it. And I didn't get to do it in time. I was kind of pissed. Oh well, it was my own fault. The Monkey King: The Legend Begins. I bought it for brand new on eBay, free shipping for $3.79.
Wow.
I beat it earlier because you can beat
That
it
is
in like
pretty impressive.
you can
Like,
beat it in half an hour, I think. It's
Yeah.
like a shmup kind of.
I see this. I'm watching a video on it right now.
It's really easy, but I mean,
The tilting of the screen to make it seem like
You don't
things are
have to.
changing looks weird.
you don't
Is that
have
a-
to do that.
buy it now price for $3.
Yeah, buy it now.
That is crazy. Like rarely you ever see that because the shipping is usually at least a couple or a few bucks. So
I'm guessing they must have got a bunch of these games for like a nickel, and then
yeah,
it's like I don't know. There's like so much. There's so many Wii games. Like it's insane.
yeah. So I won a bid for Lost Planet 3 for $1, but I still had to pay like $3 in shipping, so it ended up being $4. That's the lowest I think I've got.
Yeah, I don't know. $379. I don't know. It was worth $379. But yeah, it was really easy. You can beat it in like half an hour.
It's a trade-in value.
I'm not partnered with that. I didn't pay enough. Unless the trading value was somehow more than what I paid for it, which is there's no way. I also played a little Mario Maker earlier, and I threw in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze because I wanted to see
Does it still hold up?
since the Switch
Right.
version's coming out soon. I'm like, it still looks really good on Wii U. I don't
Do I need to buy it? Because I don't
Soon
have
as
it.
how soon is soon? Is it this
like
month,
2
next
weeks.
month? Oh
March
man,
4th or May 4th, I think. Derek, didn't you think it was too hard before or no?
Yeah, with Tropical Freeze, like I definitely felt considerably harder than
Returns.
Donkey Kong Country Returns. Yes,
would you say it had the best music of 2015?
I'm not Dan Reicher.
Is that when it came? I think it was 2015, right?
No. I'm not Dan Reicher. No, I
It's
it's 2014. Okay, yeah, best music of 2014.
It does have really good music, but I don't know about that. I don't know. That game's still really fun. I don't see a reason.
to not buy it. I mean, I want to buy it, so I'm just looking for reasons to make sure I want to buy it.
Well, I don't see a reason for me to buy it on Switch. I say that now, but
But do you see a reason for me to buy it because I want to play it and I don't own it on the Wii?
Well, I mean, if you want to play it, then yeah, I would say buy it.
I mean, you could just keep your Wii
Does
U
it
though,
feel-
and
No, I don't want to do that. That sounds like an awful idea.
man,
Why would I want to keep my Wii U when I could trade it in for a PS4 Pro?
so you could trade it for a system you already have.
Why not have a PS4
Like,
Pro?
where
This
else
is-
so you can get that second screen?
Yeah.
This
Where
is
else
how
can-
this
else
is how
can-
I look at stuff because I'm like a Nintendo guy and like I don't really care about
Anything
performance
else?
and stuff super well. So like that's a different system than you're going to get the same system
They
again.
have
But
pills for performance. if you
Here's
need
the
it.
here's the difference. I'm not playing my Wii. I haven't turned my Wii U on in 2 years.
Mine is
Yeah.
currently not plugged in, sitting on the
So-
bottom.
Oh, I know.
shelf.
Both of you have not been online in over a month. I know.
Yeah.
That's what it said.
Is that the cutoff? Is it like
It must be because that's like what every one of my friends said on there.
Oh,
man? You should say tell your friends to get online. They haven't been online in over a month. Didn't they shut down the Beavers? I thought they shut it down.
Yeah, it's down. Well, like the shit still pops up, but yeah, it got shut down. I don't understand what's going on there.
Yeah.
I
I mean, I like the Wii. Like, I know the Wii U wasn't well received, but they did put good games on there. Like the games that I have on there, I enjoyed quite a bit.
I thought the Wii U had good games. I just don't. Yeah, I just don't know.
No, I mean I get it.
I don't need to keep it. Is my
Yeah.
problem. I have no need to keep it.
If they re-release, Blade Chronicles X and Tokyo Mirage Sessions, that would be awesome.
I bet
But-
they will because apparently they will re-release anything at this point. Yeah, and give it a physical version and make it more money than it should be.
Yeah, I mean, I would buy those. Like, even I bought both of those the day they came out. I would do it again for the Switch. So,
Well, you're in luck because it's probably going to happen.
yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm trading my Wii U, Ralph. I'm not trying to hurt you. I promise.
I don't
they need
care. I
to
just,
they need to start re-releasing the Wii games. Like,
I could instead of getting rid of my Wii U, I could see if any of the Super Nintendo games add up to what it would be to trade in all of my Wii U stuff and see if that would make it hurt less.
that's a worse idea.
That's what I thought, but I mean, I'm just trying to make you less unhappy.
Oh, I don't. You do whatever you want. I guess you probably should have traded it in 2 years ago.
No, I mean, I held on to it because I was like, well, Somebody will play it. We'll play it
Get
eventually.
a
I bought it.
cardboard cutout of a Wii U.
I
So
bought-
he comes over and he sees the cardboard cutout.
Labo Wii
When
U.
did Super Mario Maker come out for it?
2015?
So I mean, I bought
Maybe.
a game thinking I was going to play a lot of Super Mario Maker, and I created like one level.
I created a level earlier.
Yeah, I created like one level and then played I think one of your levels perhaps, and then that was about all I did.
You could have played a bunch of Dan's levels or
I think I
Jeff's
tried.
levels.
And it didn't. I was just not.
They're too hard.
They're really hard.
Yeah.
They're more fun to watch them build and not play.
Yeah, I actually did a lot of that. I watched, so I never played it, but I did watch a lot of people build
watched it.
levels.
I watched them play or build levels all the time because it was interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm glad to get my Wii U back, and I will continue to play shitty Wii games because
I mean,
I
if-
forget.
if you
I
want a
played
second,
more.
if you want a second Wii U,
I don't need it, but
Did you
I already-
re-download the letter?
I did.
Did you start it?
I haven't tried it. I also re-downloaded Epic Dumpster Bear, which I see is on PS4. It's called like Dumpster Fire Edition or something.
that's amazing.
It is $5, so
I might buy that.
go get it now.
Limited lunch. Talk to those guys.
They probably will because apparently they will make anything physical. I forgot I had Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles,
Oh yeah.
Crystal Bears on the Wii.
Yep.
The game is garbage. Holy shit! What
I thought
is
about
that?
buying that. I don't know.
I will
I thought
give
about
it to you
buying
if
it
you want
too.
it.
I
I got it for like
think I might want to play
$5,
it.
I think.
What'd you get?
What's that?
How far did you get?
I don't know, maybe 20 minutes into it. This is like a bunch of motion shit, and I'm like, I don't know how this is a Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I
Joint.
watched Ryan play it in a quick look back in the day and thought about it, but I didn't think I'd ever play it, especially never
Yeah.
to completion, so I never bought it.
I rarely get to completion.
That's what the Moogles say all the time.
I don't even know who those are.
They're Final Fantasy characters.
Oh, see, that's how invested I am in.
They usually
Oh,
got like a
favorite.
red ball as it is it as a tail or what is it?
Yeah, it's like a tail or an antenna.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay, a little white thing.
Like, yeah, white
Little white
pinkish
bears,
float, yeah.
little
Okay.
bear looking thing.
Okay, I'm with you again.
They're in
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts. You see them in Kingdom Hearts. They run the shop. I don't know. They say Koopo a lot. Yes, right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. All right. I probably played more Wii shit, but we don't have to talk about it. Not this week. But I did finish Far Cry 5, which Ryan did also probably a week before I did or more.
Yes.
Probably
Yeah, it was
more.
probably about a week or a week and a half, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the game a lot. I just feel like at the end, it kind of led me to. I don't know what both choices did. Like, I won't spoil it necessarily.
Yeah.
But I feel like they led me to one choice, and I kind of wish I had the opportunity to
Yeah.
see what the other one was without looking it up.
Did you look it up?
Oh,
No,
why?
I looked them all up, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, do we not want to spoil any at the ending?
well, you could just say, did you resist?
I did not resist because I knew what would happen if I resisted. So
No.
yeah.
I just
Wait,
feel
no.
like
I can't remember
the,
what is.
resist or walk away was your options. Which are kind of weird.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I did not walk away. I picked resist. It's weird wording, but yes, I did not walk away. I resisted.
I did the same thing because I feel like they were leading you that way. But
That's considered the good ending, even though
okay,
like if you see the ending,
That's
it
interesting,
doesn't really feel good. The other one's considered the bad ending.
okay, I'll just have to look it up then. 'Cause I
Um,
already traded the game in. So I did
Yeah.
it today.
but it's definitely got a weird ending. He says a bunch of weird shit at the end of the game too. That makes like I don't know. It tries to guilt trip you somehow, like as if
I mean, it was-
terrible things happening already.
It was cool. I
Yeah.
mean, it just
Yeah,
kind of left me with a weird feeling, but that's probably good though because that doesn't normally happen
Yeah.
with games. But
That you felt something.
yeah, I mean,
unless a certain music plays, Kingdom Hearts music.
I was waiting for it. I was going to do something, but you didn't play it.
Yeah, unless that music plays, it's hard to feel feelings when games are happening.
It's true.
Start doing a little, just don't mind me.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if they would approve that. Would Sora approve that?
Herc Drubman Jr. might approve of that.
He might.
Yeah, there's this gun. Is it a gun for hire? Is what they call them?
Yeah, or Fang for hire if you have the animals. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I finally got Cheeseburger. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Sure.
Did you get all of them, or did you not get all of them?
I got all the people for hire, I guess, or like yeah, because the bottom ones were just like regular people you could have.
Yeah.
Join.
Yeah, I never. Like, once I got all the people for hire, I didn't mess with the random people you could just hire.
Yeah, I just had Herc Drubman. He'd say all this dumb shit and it'd make me laugh, and
yeah,
and then like his mom
randomly shoots stuff with his rocket launcher.
Yeah, he's dead all the time. And his mom is one of them too. And if you have both of them together, they have some good.
Oh, I didn't realize that was his mom.
The helicopter lady.
Yeah, I didn't pay close enough attention.
She's
kept talking about her husband and how much she hated him, or ex-husband.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was him.
The guy who wanted to make Hope County great again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
didn't use her very much because she kept talking about like banging people, and I was like,
yeah, I'm watching some dude do yoga.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this game?
I mean, I guess I enjoyed the fact that so you could pick. Maybe you could pick more than two guns for hire at a time at some point.
Two is the max, but yeah, I feel like I should have unlocked that perk way earlier than I did.
Oh, I got it pretty early, I think. But I think it's cool that whoever you picked, like they would interact with each other.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how many was it? Like 9 different ones or something?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So 9 different people could be having different conversations and stuff.
Well, yeah, like each one would have a different conversation with
3 of them are animals. So,
but they'd still say like,
like
when I had Peaches and Herc Drubman, he was like, I'd give her some catnip. I already smoked it all. I got weed though. Yeah, and he's like, nice pussy. It's fucking stupid shit.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But then, like when I had the bear cheeseburger, I think he said like, now that is one fine all-American animal right there. Dumb shit, but it's just cool. Like they're just
interacting with what you're doing.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I like.
Is he the one you use the most, or?
I was using Boomer all the time, and then Nick Rye, who flew the airplane. But once I got Herc Drubman and Peaches, like I'd team them up just because I liked hearing what Herc had to say. And he would hit helicopters and airplanes and shit with his rocket launcher.
Yeah. I had him teamed up with Jess so he could shoot stuff in the air, and then Jess could do some silent bow stuff. But I think I used Boomer the most just because he would spot enemies and all that stuff from far away.
Oh, I kind of wish you could have ridden Peaches or Cheeseburger, but I guess I was just thinking the Primal where you could ride the animals, but you didn't have cars in that one. So
in 4 you could ride elephants. So
nice.
Yeah, so I don't know why they kind of got. I mean, they didn't get rid of it in Primal, obviously, but in 5, none of the animals were rideable. But there's also like no towers or anything that you have to go and unlock a bunch of stuff. So they changed up things quite a bit.
Yeah, they made a joke really early on in the game, like where some guy had you climb a tower, and he's like, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna have you be doing this all the time."
Yeah, that was a pretty good joke. I got to that point.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, this is easily right now my game of the year, but that's not saying much because there's like only a couple other options.
Yeah, mine's like Far Cry 5, Ni no Kuni, and then like Lost Sphear, because I think those are the only 3 that I've played that come out this year.
Yeah, mine's just that and Kirby. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. So
yeah, and it looks amazing. Like since I pretty much did it, like I got all the trophies except the arcade stuff and the one for playing 3 co-op missions. so I'm pretty much done with it, and I deleted it. But there were times where I was like, oh, I kind of just want to go run around and just look at the world again because it looks really good. It's a really good looking game.
Yeah, I mean, it looked good on my stuff, and I only got that Xbox S.
I really do love that map though. That map is still fucking. It just looks really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of weird. So did you end up doing a lot of story stuff at all?
I don't
Like, did you run into the director guy or no?
know.
Oh, yeah, that's just kind of weird. So like a lot of the Seed family stuff is pretty well done. And most of those characters are pretty serious about whatever they're doing. They'll make some jokes too, but they kind of fall in line with what they do. But then like a lot of the side mission stuff is just really bonkers. Like the guy trying to make a movie, he's basically trying to make a Blood Dragon movie.
Awesome.
And then then you run into that guy who's. Did you ever get that crazy gun, that UFO like alien?
Yeah, I got that probably an hour into the game. Like, it was weird.
Yeah, there's goofy stuff like that where that guy, I think he ends up getting sucked up. It was into a UFO, or does he just get transported to some other somewhere? I don't know where he goes.
Yeah, I think he went to another dimension. Spoilers.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of goofy stuff like that, but which doesn't really mix in too well with the more serious stuff. But I don't know. I think the game as a whole is supposed to be pretty goofy. But
yeah, I mean, there's that mission where you got the bulls. The bulls having sex with the cows, and
that was like the last mission I did.
oh, that was pretty early for me. And then you're supposed to shoot them while they're on top of them. I don't even
and then run one over, and then I think the last one was like catch it on fire or something.
Oh yeah, that was for the Testy Festy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Testy Festy.
The Testy Festy was pretty fun.
I can't remember. Like, I wasn't paying attention. Why did the character, like, why'd you black out?
Because you were drinking.
That's enough. Like, nobody like spiked your drink or roofied your drink or anything, or
maybe you're a little bitch. I don't know, but yeah, you got drunk.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
it was weird.
remember that.
You woke up on the baseball diamond with some. Was it pigs or was it cows?
No, I thought it was like some kind of bird. No, maybe it was cows.
Yeah, there were animals other than birds, but I don't remember.
Somebody draw a dick on your face.
Oh well, like. Fortunately, nowadays in games, there are no like real good reflective mirrors. Like you go look at a mirror and it's just a blank piece of garbage in front of you, so you can see any dicks on your face unless you're playing co-op.
What if when I look in the mirror, all I see is a blank piece of garbage?
Well, you're probably in a video game.
Okay.
You might be in Jumanji.
Oh no. I don't know. I think that's all I got. So, Ryan, you got any more to say about Far Cry 5?
Nah, I think you pretty much covered it. I don't really have much to say about the other games. I did play some Dead Space 2. I didn't get very far either. But some of it, yeah, I didn't remember. A lot of it I did remember, though. Like I remember his girlfriend getting up on the table and doing the weird face in front of you.
Didn't he not? He didn't have a voice in the first game, right?
Never saw his face in the first one.
Never saw his face in the first one, and you do it in the second.
I don't know if he ever talked either. There was a way to like somehow maneuver the camera to see his face, but
yeah, it was
you had to do something weird.
You didn't get his like that was the whole point of number 2, right? Like that was a big part of it was you get to see his face a lot and he talked.
You didn't see it at the very end of one?
I can't remember.
Think so.
Okay. I don't
the only way to see his face.
Isaac Clarke.
Isaac Clarke, yeah.
God, I don't know why the fuck do I remember weird shit like that. God damn, I can't remember half the things I played, but I remember the Dead Space guy's name.
It's memorable. That's why. How's that? How's that Yakuza 6 so far?
Not stepped on. Not stepped on. Damn it.
No. It was a giant package that was like right in front of my door. I could not have stepped on that unless I wanted to. I did not put it onto the mat.
You didn't want to?
It was not beyond the mat. No. So I haven't been able to play much of it because I didn't get far in Yakuza 6, so I don't know. I'm not Yakuza 6, Yakuza 5, so I don't know what happened in Yakuza 5. So I don't know how much that matters or not. But man, the beginning of Yakuza 6 is just, I fought one guy as a tutorial thing, and then I've just been watching cutscene after cutscene for at least an hour. And I finally got control, and they want me to talk to some children at an orphanage. So
You gonna be a child millionaire?
yeah, millionaire. Yep.
Okay.
No, he's been running an orphanage since like Yakuza 3, maybe at the end of Yakuza 2. But he like weird stuff happens in between that takes him away from it. So I don't know. There's those games are so weird. But I don't know how far I'm gonna get because then I also have like the original Xbox stuff became backwards compatible today.
Oh man,
So
I need to check that out.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I want to try out Jade Empire. I need to see if I can transfer my save for Jade Empire. So I didn't get too far in Yakuza 6. It seems fine. It doesn't look as good as I would hope. It's like supposedly this is a new engine that they're using, but it doesn't look that, at least so far anyway, it doesn't look that much better than the games that they've already released on the PS4 that were on the old engine. But who knows? Maybe it'll end up looking better the more I play. Almost at the end of Final Fantasy IX, I have been kind of just blasting through that with the cheats because I was like, at some point I was like, I tried the cheats. They were pretty awesome. So once you try them, you just can't go back. So I've just been one or two hitting every enemy.
And you're still not done?
Yeah, I've been fighting Kuja. I think it was like 4 or 5 hits for Kuja, and he was
Dunzo.
Yeah. I think that's how you say his name, but I don't know. Kuja.
Kuya, maybe?
Maybe. I don't
It's
know.
probably Ouya, yeah.
Yeah. You have to use the special controller to beat him. Yeah.
It's
Played
like,
some more. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I played some more LA Noire, and man, those like faces and the bodies associated with those faces do not hold up. They look so weird. They almost look bad now. Like I remember at the time them looking really good, but the face is like it could have been just like maybe a poor port, but the faces don't seem to move the way they should. So they look really jerky and weird. I don't know.
Does it have any Xbox One X enhancements?
Yeah, it runs native 4K, and then I don't know if it runs 60 frames. If it does, I don't know. But it is definitely native 4K, and they upgraded some assets too. Like I know, like some of the textures, some of the blood looks better, but man, the faces just look so weird. Sometimes they look okay, and sometimes they usually it's on so they did the face stuff on all the characters that you interact with, but there are some minor characters that they did it for too, and some of those minor characters look awful. Like it's just like a giant head on a smaller body, and the head looks so goofy.
Is that the game that Dan Reichert's in?
Yeah, I haven't got to Dan Reichert yet, but he's in there
Okay.
somewhere.
It's really weird that he's in that.
Yeah.
He's in Infamous Second Son also.
I saw him in Infamous. I remember that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I really like LA Noire, and I like the music. I like the gameplay and all that stuff.
I like the setting of LA Noire a lot. I just wish I would have not cared so much about getting every piece proper, like every every sign right, because that's when I fucked up, and then I just stopped playing it.
I finished it, but I liked it at the time. It just seemed I didn't know why it was open world, really.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
It's like Mafia. Open
It is
world,
like Mafia,
it's just a backdrop.
I mean,
But
but I
it's more
definitely
just like
liked it.
living in that city or living in that time, I guess, is just kind of showcasing like, oh, look, it's the 50s.
Yeah, it's some banter as you're driving around. Typical Rockstar stuff. Even though
Cubs won the World Series, see?
even though Rockstar really didn't make that game, they just published it. What else I got on here?
Ass Creek DLC. Is that what that
yeah,
is?
so I finished the hidden ones. That was the $10 DLC, not the more recent $20 one. And it was fine. It took me a while. Like that game plays so much different than the other Assassin's Creed games that when I booted it up after not playing it for a while, I was just getting my ass handed to me. I just walk into a fight and not know what to hit, so I would just walk up there and just get slaughtered. So it took me a while to get used to the controls again because the fighting's way different.
Bless you. Bless you. Hillary said bless you.
They said bless you.
That was the last sneeze.
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, that game still looks great. The new area wasn't that big, but it still took me a while to get through all the stuff. Got some new horses. Got a horse that was really fast. Like,
now, hold on. Did you save a horse and then ride a cowboy?
The cowboys didn't exist yet. I didn't really save a horse. I kind of saved a camel.
I thought in the Anima, everything existed.
In the Animus?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Well, yeah, you take the Anima, you get in the Animus.
Anima of the state. Yeah, I got it.
You have to feel cleansed before you get in the Animus. This is true. Yes.
You gotta be clean before you get in there.
Clean that anus.
Clean that Animus, yeah. But yeah, it's fine. I kind of want to play the other DLC. What's it called? The Curse of something. I don't know. Some curse business going on.
Curse of the Anus.
Yeah, Curse of the Animus. Yeah. But that was $20, so I wanted to drop in price. I want to pay $20 for it. So, but that game still looks pretty good, and that DLC is not too bad. I kind of wish they would charge maybe the other one $10 too, but
one day.
That's it. I think that's all I got.
Okay. No Crackdown.
Did you see me playing Crackdown? Because there was Crackdown.
I did one day, but that may have been a couple weeks ago. I don't remember.
So I was waiting for something to download, and I was like, "What do I have on my console that I don't need a disc for?" And it's Crackdown. So I collected a bunch of orbs. I still hate that game, but I don't know. Maybe the third one will have even better orb collecting. I don't know.
That's not coming out.
It's not a real game.
That was a placeholder. That's something else.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time they spent a lot of time on E3 talking about a game that never came out.
That's very true.
Connect.
Agents coming out someday. Oh yeah.
Connect is never coming out again.
They like Wikipedia. If you look at like whatever year in gaming, the list at the bottom vaporware, and they still list Agent as a PS3 exclusive, even though there's no way in hell Agent's coming out to PS3.
It'd be great if it did, though.
Yeah.
I remember Midway showcasing right before Midway died. This is Vegas. You remember that?
Yeah. Whatever happened to that? Was that supposed to be PS3 exclusive too?
It's probably on 360 also. I don't remember, but it sounded cool, and that never got picked up by anyone else.
I'm pretty sure that game wasn't even a game. I think it was just a pre-rendered cinematic that they showed to tease the game.
Oh, probably. Well, if you've got nothing else, then
time for Surmise the Score, right?
I was going to start the Fortnite hour.
Oh god,
clock's on now.
Not the WrestleMania recap.
Oh no.
I will give you I do have a WrestleMania recap for you really quick though. Don't worry, you guys both did fucking awful, but it's okay. It's
I was worried.
I figured you were a little concerned about how you did, and you've probably been waiting on bated breath to see.
I bet Ralph won. I think my All Japan backfired.
I mean,
no Japan.
If we're not taking me into consideration, then it was a pretty close call. If you take me into consideration, it was not even close.
I was pretty pissed about my Scott Hall pick. Like a kid over Scott Hall. Are you kidding me?
Let me just take a second and say how much I appreciate the fact that you somewhat paid attention to what happened, and that you also then looked up a little bit more of Shinsuke Nakamura because he is fucking awesome.
Well, yeah, I didn't watch any of his fights, but like I've always, even as a kid when I watched wrestling, I loved watching the entrances.
Yeah, the entrances are
And
great.
one of the best things about a new wrestling game at the time was better technology meant better entrances.
Yeah, I always
So-
wanted to be able to create my own entrance, and when they gave me that ability, I then never did, but I always wanted to. I always thought that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
It took too long.
It did. The time passed for me to play video games that were
So-
wrestling related.
I appreciate a good entrance, even if they're like a simple one, like Stone Cold's. Like Stone Cold's is pretty simple, but it's still really badass.
It is perfect. Like it's just trash talking
Yeah.
your way to the ring, and it just the music works and all that stuff. So I'm not going to run down the list of results. If you want to look at results for WrestleMania, that's your own issue. I will tell you that a lot of you had zeros for most of your scores, which is to be expected.
What happened? I didn't look at what happened to the Spanish announce table.
The Spanish announce table did not get broken, just the other table, the German announce table, which is weird because the Germans never break. But yeah, the Germans announce
Where
table
was that one at?
did not break.
What was
Right
that
next,
table?
it was on the third. It was down there. They had three
Was it
tables in a
in
row.
Germany?
It wasn't.
No.
No, it wasn't that.
Hmm.
Did
But
Alan Bright break that table?
no, he did not. Just to give you a rundown, like I scored 119 points. That was second
Okay.
best of the night. The winner scored 125 points.
It's just like of the world, or
Of the people that were at my house watching wrestling.
okay. So the world, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the world because no one else watches wrestling, I guess. So don't feel bad. 73 was the lowest of the people that were here. So take that for what it is. Also,
Was that one of us?
no, that's just people that were watching
Oh.
here. However, that score 73 is higher than both of your scores.
Oh man.
There is that. Coming in, I feel like I'm taking Ralph's job here. Coming in coming in a dead last was Ryan with 56 points.
I feel like that's quite a bit of points.
I mean, listen, you got 10 points for the Money in the Bank not getting cashed in. You got 5 points for the English announce table not getting beat. The match you scored the most points on was in fact the Intercontinental Triple Threat match because you had Seth Rollins getting the win there, so that really helped you out.
Okay, I don't even remember making that call, but
Yep,
yes,
you sure
that
did.
seems like something I would pick. Yeah.
You sure did. So so great job there, Ralph coming in with a hot 70.
That's pretty good.
That's
Man.
pretty good. He had all 15 points for the announce tables as he picked the other
Yeah.
category to get broken. The match that he scored the most points on was the tag team triple threat match as he picked the Bludgeon Brothers to win, and they in fact did. So he got 14 points out of 20 possible points on that match.
Okay. That was my plan.
So
Yeah.
great job to you both for scoring the lowest possible scores.
Yeah.
What did you do which match did you do the best on?
Hold on, I'll tell you. I'm gonna grab my sheet right here. I've got it for you. I scored there's 2 matches I scored 17 points on. That was the Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon match and the Angle and Ronda Rousey match. I know it got late in the night. You guys really miss out on quite a bit of points on not doing the extras on the back side of that sheet. But that's just the way it goes. I didn't know it was going to take us an hour and a half to do wrestling that night, but that's just the way it goes.
There's a lot of matches.
There
There's
was
so
a lot
many
of
matches.
WrestleMania has a lot of matches. We'll try. Maybe we'll try this again with Backlash when Backlash happens in a couple of weeks because the match card will be much smaller.
I wish Halloween Havoc was still a thing. But
I've been saying since they bought all the WCW licenses that the WWE pay-per-views sound awful and that they should use. I love Halloween Havoc. I think that sounds great. The Great American Bash, I think, has run its course. I think Sold Out is a great name for a pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Slamboree. Slamboree is not bad. I really wish they did War Games more often. They just brought War Games back for NXT like 3 or 4 months ago, which is okay. But I think War Games is a pretty good WCW pay-per-view name. Starcade's a classic. They just did a Starcade, but it was a house show, which was awful.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Oh,
so they
man.
did that not too long ago.
Did Ric Flair headline that one?
No, Charlotte Flair did though.
Oh,
Okay.
So I mean, there's that, which is fucking whatever, I guess.
yeah.
Bash of the Beach was always fun, I guess.
Yeah.
But I always thought Fall Brawl was a good name. But yeah, Sold Out for me was always my favorite name, and then probably Starcade after that.
Yeah. I always like
I did,
Halloween Havoc. and
Halloween
Sold
Havoc
Out.
was fun.
Yeah.
What was-
They
Yeah, I
didn't-
feel like Super
what-
Brawl. That was another one.
What was the video game one that they did that was called another one?
Backstage Assault.
No,
Mayhem.
Mayhem.
Yeah.
Wasn't Mayhem a pay per view too?
I think I did it like once. The worst one was Road Wild. Was that what it was called?
Road Wild at fucking at
Sturgis.
Sturgis. Yeah, it was awful.
Gosh, that's a dumb name.
That was awful. Was that the finger poke match?
That will.
That was
I
a
don't know.
pay-per-view that ran too long, wasn't it? Or was that a different pay-per-view that ran too long?
I think the finger poke was on Nitro.
Was that on Nitro?
Yeah, I think they had the Rodman and Malone match at Sturgis, or maybe that was the Jay Leno one.
Oh my god! Here, Savage defeated Dennis Rodman.
What?
Yeah.
That was a match.
It was a match. Hulk Hogan beat Kevin Nash in 12 minutes. You had Sid Vicious beating Sting, Goldberg beating Rick Steiner, Chris Benoit beating
Oh no,
beating DDP, Buff Bagwell beating Ernest Miller.
the cat. Yeah.
The Revolution, which is Perry Saturn, Sugar Shane Douglas, and Dean Malenko, beating the West Texas Rednecks, which is Barry Windham, Kurt Hennig, and Bobby Duncombe Jr.
Yeah, they had that good song, I Hate Rap.
And then Harlem Heat beat Kingpin and Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah.
And then Rey Mysterio, Billy Kidman, and Eddie Guerrero beat Vampiro and the Insane Clown Posse in the first match of the night.
Yeah.
I didn't know ICP was in WCW.
Yeah, just for a hot second.
Yeah, they got paid a shitload to be in
They
there.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
12 minutes that match went. That match went longer than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other matches on a 9-match card. There was only 2 matches longer.
And what year was that?
That was 299.
That would have been right before the end. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty close to that. That might have been, yeah.
Well, the end
They
of
did
2000
one in 98. They did one in 97. They did a Hog Wild in 96.
You never go hog wild.
Well, they did. Man, there was this first Hog Wild was a 16 match card.
No wonder they'd like run out of time. And
Rocco Rock? Who the fuck was Rocco Rock?
he was
Johnny Grunge,
yeah, they were the
the Public Enemy.
I remember.
oh
Public
okay yeah they got them from ECW, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what this SN part means. I guess this might have been like not on the pay-per-view itself, but they had all these other matches. Rey Mysterio Jr. beat the Ultimate Dragon. Scott Norton beat the Ice Train.
What?
Wasn't that other Hogan dude?
I don't know who the hell Ice Train is. That does not.
Yeah. I remember there was a Glacier
Horace
guy,
Hogan,
which was
that's
like a
what I was
knockoff Sub-Zero.
Yeah, Glacier was pretty good.
But
yeah.
Medusa beat Bull Nakano. Chris Benoit. Oh fuck. Beat Dean Malenko. Harlem Heat beats the Steiner Brothers. Ric Flair beat Eddie Guerrero. Outsiders beat Sting and Luger. Hollywood Hogan beat the Giant. That was the first Hog Wild.
It was always
Okay.
weird when they would take a cruiserweight and turn them into like a heavyweight. Because
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero was a cruiserweight, so was Chris Jericho, so was Chris Benoit.
Benoit, yeah.
Yeah.
Mysterio. Yeah, he was a
won the
heavyweight
title.
champion. Yeah.
He won the title, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird how they were like, nobody will notice if we make Rey Mysterio the heavyweight champion.
There was a while where so I guess what's the equivalent in WWE? Was like European Intercontinental. I mean, you don't have to be a lightweight to do that, but did they have a lightweight belt?
They had a lightweight belt for a while.
Yeah, but like there was a while where WCW had really good cruiserweights.
WCW was the cruiserweight. Like that was the
Yeah.
cruiserweight place. Like that's where you went to watch.
They stole them all from ECW though, like
Yeah.
almost all of them,
Yeah.
or Japan.
I mean,
Or
Malenko and Benoit and Guerrero, Mysterio,
Jericho.
Vampiro,
Yeah.
Jericho, like all those guys.
Kidman.
Kidman was great. Juventud
Yeah.
Guerrero was one
Yeah.
of my favorites.
La Parka,
Parker was great.
Psychosis.
Psychosis is
Wait, was he the one who would dance on the chair? Or
That was
who was the
La
guy?
Parka.
La Parka,
Yeah, yeah.
Just weird,
So
weird
good.
shit, man. Just weird,
Yeah.
weird shit back in the day. But
Disco Inferno. Yeah.
we don't talk about Disco Inferno.
Ouch, right? Yep.
We'll
Yep.
do Backlash just because that was fun. But yeah, congratulations to Ryan for having the worst score. We'll see what comes of the next round. The Fortnite
Hours over. Huh.
is gonna be real quick. I'll just tell you, we keep getting W's, which is fun. I can't stop playing the game with my buddy Chris. Soon enough, the Coconut Wife will be joining us, and we'll be running squads probably with 3 of us and an unnamed 4th, most likely.
A kid, probably. from the
Probably
crowd.
Nicholas the Kid. Yeah.
The Braves have really changed their logo, by the way. Like, I don't remember it looking like that.
Oh yeah, sorry, man. I should be wearing a Braves hat because they're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
They're 1-1 with the Phillies right now in the at the end of the ninth. So going into some extra ball right here, free baseball they call it.
Free balling.
If you're there, yeah.
Free balling is what they call it. Fortnite, yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard to put down because it's fun.
Were you playing on the Indians' big screen, or was that not you?
It was not me, but boy, would I love to do that. That was pretty great.
Awesome.
We're in a rain delay. Let's take advantage of it, boys. Let's get that W. Fortnite's, I mean, just like PUBG, it's about the sound though, so I don't know how you'd be listening to it without that. So whatever. It's been funny playing Fortnite because the last 3 of the last 4 nights that I've played, when I've said, okay, this is my last match, that is the time that we have won a game. Like, it's really weird, but we've not won a game until I'm like, hey, this is my last match, and then we win a game.
That's what I do with solitaire.
Yeah, it's my last match. 14 hours later into solitaire.
Yeah, and I pull off that W and watch the cards. The cards just start falling.
Yeah, everything just goes all over the screen. I now have 11 gigs of Fortnite saved replays on my PlayStation, which probably isn't great.
Well, make sure you transfer all those over to your Pro. They'll be terrible.
I gotta figure out how to do a transfer. I don't know how to do that.
It's pretty simple. If you use, I think there's stuff on their sites that'll tell you step by step, but there's plenty of YouTube videos. It's Microsoft and Sony have both like made that process pretty easy.
I hope so.
Except for, I really hate how Xbox hides your saves from you, but Sony doesn't do that. You'll at least be able to see your saves.
Yeah, I just want to be able to get my shit moved over really easily. So, but yeah, Fortnite's been fun. Tilted Towers or something is going to happen probably tomorrow or by the end of the month. Things are going to get blown up. There's a comet coming somewhere or something. I don't know. It's still a lot of fun. I do still have a good time playing Fortnite. Like, I get frustrated with it, and I am excited. I am excited to take a break on Friday when God of War comes out because I do need a break from Fortnite. But I do still have a good time playing it.
How many times have you beat Drake?
I haven't even seen Drake in there yet, but I would murder that son of a bitch if I could.
I don't know what console. He might even play on PC. I don't know what he plays on.
Probably playing PC, I would assume, but I could be wrong. Or Xbox, I guess. I don't know. They talk to PC, so we might be playing Xbox.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's Fortnite. It's pretty quick and dirty. Not a whole lot going on there. What else I got in there? There's 2 other things.
Ratchet and Clank, how dirty is that?
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank, man. I just tossed it in there today because I didn't know what else to play. Like, I don't want to start anything big, or I want to start Life is Strange, before the Calm Before the Storm, or whatever the fuck it's called. But I just felt like if I start it, I'm gonna get right in the middle of it, and then God of War is gonna come out.
They did a physical version of that, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I need to put that on a wish list or something so I can see when it drops in price.
But I just didn't want to. I don't want to get into the middle of it and then not care to go back to it. That's a game I really want to play, so I just didn't want to start it and then not care. Well, Ratchet and Clank, free game of the month of PlayStation last month. It's fun. Like, I'm having a good time platforming. I'm not going to go through all the challenges and find all the golden fucking bolts. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. But the guns are cool. The upgrades seem relatively easy. I feel like you die a little too fast, or maybe I don't know. I have to get everything a little bit stronger, but I don't know. I feel like I've died quite a bit, but it could be because I'm just kind of playing lackadaisically and not really trying.
There isn't much of a penalty. I can't remember. Or is there when you die?
No, it's just you restart in the same area again. So, and it's fine. Like, I don't care. I just wish that there was a little more or a little less death happening. I don't know. I'm not playing it to enjoy much more than trying to understand the story, which, again, there's a lot of meta jokes. Like, I met somebody the other day. It was like, repaired my ship. He's like, all right, cool. See you in the next reboot. And I'm like,
I still don't get that joke. That's the second time they've used
Yeah.
it now.
I don't remember
I
much about
didn't
that
play
game.
the original, so I don't know.
I remember looking pretty.
I mean, this game does look really pretty. The
Yeah.
platforming is really fun. The weapons are okay. I haven't found a weapon that I really like. I just picked up the Pixelator, which apparently is like a shotgun. So we'll see how that does. But I've been usually utilizing the pyro gun, the flamethrower.
Yeah.
Cool thing about those games is like the more you use a weapon, the more it
Upgrades, yeah, which is
Yeah.
kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
I never-
Resistance 3 did that too.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
I've been trying to share the wealth on the games of or the weapons. So I've been trying to toss a grenade here or there and do this or do that. But when I find a weapon I like, I just use
I
it.
remember I never played those games as a kid, but I remember the commercials, seeing those on TV all the time. They always had cool commercials for Ratchet and Clank.
Uh-huh.
But
I don't know
Yeah.
that Jack and Daxter I never played.
to be using it in real life.
Yeah, never played that or Jack and Daxter or Sly Cooper for that matter. I don't think.
I picked up the Sly Cooper PS3 collection at a Shopco that was going out of business not long ago for like $6, I think.
Yeah,
I haven't tried it.
I've heard they're good games. I just never played them, so I don't know how they
I
play.
played the first Sly Cooper, and I played the first Jack and Dexter, but that's it.
I don't know how they
Not
play.
bad. So the first Sly Cooper is like stupid simple, but I think I haven't played the second or third. Well, I haven't finished the second. I haven't played the third.
So, Ratchet and Clank's fine. I'll probably go back to it. It doesn't seem like it's a very long game. I think I'm like a third of the way done. It seems like right now.
Okay.
So I like the whole you can go to this planet or this planet. It's all up to you kind of thing. I did a little bit of skateboard or hoverboard racing today. That was all right.
I remember
whole
doing that.
The whole picking up nuts and bolts thing is kind of weird. It just feels like I'm playing a Lego game.
Yeah,
It's better than a Lego game.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. It's just weird that it's the same kind of currency.
Eh.
So whatever.
yeah, well, it happened first. The way it
Yeah.
is afterwards.
But that's been Ratchet and Clank.
What's that Batman?
Man, that game was good. I don't care what people say. I guess I'm a Batman fan, so maybe that's part of my problem. That might be the second best Telltale game I've ever played. I take that back. That's probably the third best Telltale game I've ever played. Wolf Among Us is still number one. Tales from the Borderlands still number two. This might be better than the first season of The Walking Dead for me because I'm a Batman fan. Obviously, I give it a little bit more credence. It's just fun. It just really is. That new engine looks really pretty. It flows very well. There's not a whole lot. Like, it's funny. I go from playing these very story heavy or I'm doing a lot on my controller type games in front of the kids where this game, a lot of it just plays out and it's all quick time events, right? So Jolene's like, Daddy, take your mask off. I'm like, Jolene, it's not that kind of game. And she's like, hey, get that guy. I'm like, Jolene, I'm literally not doing anything right now. I'm just literally watching and just seeing how the story plays out. Like, it's just funny to see them understand that, oh, this isn't a game. It's kind of a visual novel. But it was really good. And I thought the story they told with the story is basically that Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin, comes back. It's not Danny DeVito, unfortunately. It's somebody else, which sucks.
Everybody's nose is safe. Nobody gets nose bitten.
He shows back up. You wonder what the fuck's going on. There's some shit that's going on at Arkham Asylum. You find out that your parents were actually
Murdered.
well, no, they do talk about that.
They were playing a prank on you this whole time. They gave you up.
Alive.
Yeah.
The parents
Yes.
were actually working with the mob back in the day, and that's how they made all their money, is because they were doing some dirty business back in the day, and everyone hid it from you, including Alfred. So you get a little bitter about that and find out that your dad helped put away a bunch of people in Arkham when they shouldn't have been put away to Arkham, and so
at what point does Ashton Kutcher show up and tell Batman that he got punked?
Yeah, no Ashton Kutcher. Thank God, no, it didn't happen. Maybe in season 2. But then this resistance comes up called the Children of Arkham, and there is a head bad guy and then the Penguin, and you don't know who the head bad guy is. I had my guesses, and my guesses were completely wrong. It ended up being a female, which was strange, and it is not Catwoman. She was in the game.
Oh man! So they did you like a Dark Knight Rises thing? They're like swap out the bad guy with the female bad guy.
Yeah, it was like I thought it was definitely going to be a dude, and I was way wrong. It's definitely a chick, but it's not like a chick I expected it to be. So I immediately, as soon as I was like 3 or 4 episodes into that game, which I beat that game, and I probably blew through it in about 90 minutes an episode. So whatever that equates to times 5. I was looking at the second season, and Walmart had it for like under $20, which I thought was not terrible. But then that's obviously a physical copy, but 4 digital copies. Like it's just 4 digital episodes and 1 physical disc. And I'm like, well, that seems kind of asinine for me to have to do that for 1 episode. And then so I looked online, and the full digital copy on PlayStation was like 25. So I'm like, I might just wait for a price drop there.
I'm hesitant to buy any of their. So I bought that Walking Dead collection because I knew all that was going to be on the disc.
Right.
But when they released the new one, like they do that weird thing now where they'll release a physical copy before the season's over.
Yep.
So I don't know if
it's all digital.
Yeah. Is there any disc in that box?
There has to be a disc to play the first game, but I think everything else is a digital download.
Yeah, so I don't know when or if I'm ever going to buy the last season of The Walking Dead whenever that comes out. Because I feel like, the only, unless they do like another collection bundle,
they probably will. They had a bundle on there that was there was a bundle that they had that was both Batman things, and I was just, since I already bought the one, I didn't really want to jump into that one. So I'm hoping that one goes on sale soon, because this one is great, and they do a really good job of introducing you to the Joker, who is the main antagonist of the second season. But they don't know who's the Joker yet in this continuity of Batman. He's just some guy in Arkham who goes by John Doe, and he doesn't have makeup on or anything. He's just a guy, and it's just kind of cool how just sprinkles it in there and all that stuff. So it was fun, and it was a quick play, and I had a good time doing it, and it was an easy platinum, which was cool because it was a platinum, because not all of those have those.
Does the bat suit have nipples?
No, anti-nipple.
Okay, no nipples.
Yep. And nipples. Okay. So that's what I got.
Close up of the butt armor.
No, there's no George Clooney butt style, unfortunately.
So Schumacher was not involved in this. Okay.
It's too bad. Well, I think we're going to move on to our next segment, which is Surmise the Score.
Yay! Yes.
I don't
I don't think we can use that music.
Yeah, we could try it. It's kind of like Family Feud, except it's a lot like it. Surmise the Score. We try to guess Metascores for Metacritic on games that aren't out yet. We're really good at it.
Oh shit! That reminds me, I forgot to play Aliens. Oh,
get on it real quick.
I don't have a game. Damn it!
I was gonna say right now, none of the Nintendo Labo stuff has any reviews that I'm aware of, which is fine because it's not out till April 20th.
Oh, I think they have to write the review on cardboard and somehow get that out
and mail it to Metacritic.
Yeah.
Let's see. We did surmise the score for Extinction a couple of episodes ago, and that game is out. That game sucks.
Yeah, I can't. Why didn't we all talk about that game? We all bought that game, right?
We had to. That was our game club game.
Wait, like Ubisoft Game Club, or
yeah,
okay.
Somehow it is. I got a 50 out of 100 last I checked. 50 out of 100. That's not great.
Yeah, just avoided the red, right?
Yeah, just barely. So coming in last place with a guess of 77. Oh shit, I could have had sound for this. Coming in last place with a guess of 77 was Derek.
Damn it!
Hello, Derek.
God damn it. I haven't put this game on here yet. I was looking at this game earlier. Keep going.
Coming in second with a guess of 68.
Wrong. Nope.
Was Ryan.
You were really good at guessing the terrible games. I think all the games that are like 60 and below, I think you got.
Well, I guessed 60 on this one, and I got it.
Bonus ducks.
I have no idea what that's from. 60. I was still 10 off, but I won.
Yeah.
So I won the right to add a shitty game to
Get
the
that
little
bonus soda.
bonus pretzel. To the most bad games of all time bad list presented by Little Secrets. The porn store with more than you can imagine. In somewhere in Oklahoma, I think that's where it was. I don't even remember now.
I think it was in Muskogee.
Yeah, it was in
Okay.
Oklahoma. Yeah,
It's definitely
Okay.
Oklahoma.
I know some people from Oklahoma, but like I don't know how to bring that up without somehow making it sound like I've been there.
Tell them that you're the Okie from Muskogee and that you need to know about the porn and the corn or the little secret.
Well, I don't remember any corn, but yeah, that could have been.
There was maybe some corn behind there. Some
Yeah.
corn stalks.
Is Oklahoma known for corn? I don't know.
I don't know.
They're known for tornadoes and porn. So
Yeah,
A porn tornado sounds fantastic.
like every time Baker Mayfield won, they ate some corn, right? That's what happened. Yeah.
probably. The bad game I'm going to put on this list is a real piece of shit. I doubt either of you have played, and that is Shadow the Hedgehog
No,
on the PlayStation 2 is what I own it for.
you don't have to convince me.
I
It's
think
real
I might have played. Is Shadow the one that like every level is just like pitch fucking black?
I only played the first level, and it was pitch black.
Okay, yeah. I'm
You're
pretty sure
like
I
Vin
played Shadow the
Diesel.
Hedgehog.
And you got a gun.
Was that on PlayStation 3?
PS2.
I think it was a movie, right? Pitch Black.
PS2.
Pitch Black was my favorite movie. Shadow the Hedgehog was Xbox, GameCube, PS2. I have it on PS2. I got it dirt cheap somewhere. I don't know why. I regret it.
Would you say that's the best version?
Of a video game.
Yeah, it represents video game. Yeah.
Probably not.
You're gonna send one video game to space in a time capsule.
Right to hell is that obvious answer.
Oh,
The other game we surmise a score for, the only other one that has scores, is God of War.
Did we
Which
not do Yakuza? Did Yakuza already had reviews?
it
Like
had reviews like
month or
a
two
month
ago.
ago. It was weird.
yeah. I just don't get that process. Like, wouldn't you want your reviews to get put out like right around when your game is releasing?
You would think so,
So,
but they don't like them to sell very well. I don't think so. I
yeah,
can't.
it's Sega. Sega's into not selling games.
Yeah. God of War. Last I looked at a 95
95, yep.
out of 100. That is
You
a lot.
can't get that Odyssey Zelda score.
Not yet.
What was Odyssey at? 96?
Both were like 97 or 96.
Yeah.
I mean, 95, dude, is fucking high. Like, that is a lot.
Yeah, that's crazy. And we got close-ish.
I think I was the highest.
Oh,
We'll
I think
see.
I was.
I don't remember. I
Coming,
think I said 90.
I said 92, what I remember.
Oh, okay. Ralph?
coming in dead last with a guess of 90.
Yeah, that's me. God damn it.
Was Ralph.
Oh, shit, I was right. Okay.
I think we sandwiched you. I think you did
Oh.
91.
It might have been the Derek sandwich.
Coming in second with a guess of 91 was Derek.
God damn it.
Nailing
I
it.
should have won my gut at 100.
I didn't nail it.
Nailing it with a guess of 92 was Ryan.
Shit. I don't have a. Which,
I had I had a game for you.
well, hold on. Did I put that Silent Hill Downpour on there?
I don't have a silent. Not on the. Well, the Google Doc hasn't been updated in months, so.
I keep forgetting to do that. Silent Hill Downpour.
I don't know if I'm ready to pull that out of the bag unless I've already pulled it out of the bag.
It's not on here.
How many?
Whenever
how
you
many-
be ready.
Well, how many Legends of Wrestling are on there? One or two.
Hayes.
Oh, wait, how about the third Def Jam? Is that on there?
Def Jam icon.
Yeah.
I don't see any Legends of Wrestling.
Oh, I haven't put a. Well, maybe I'm not ready to pull those out either.
You're not ready. They still might be good. I don't know.
I'm gonna say let's put Def Jam Icon on there. I'm gonna do like a rare game I haven't finished but hated so much I didn't want to finish.
That's fine. Def Jam Icon. I don't see it on here. Def Jam Icon. 360 PS3.
I had played it on 360.
Okay. Def Jam Icon. I'm sorry, Derek, but that's all the games we get. We meta scored.
The week I have a game and I'm not there for it.
You better save it for this next one, which you might get.
Okay, I'm saving
Was
it.
your game Far Cry 5?
It was actually.
The only game I have for us to meta score, I don't know why I keep saying that, to survive the meta score, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze for the Switch.
Oh no,
Derek,
Oh
you
man,
got this.
it's a Nintendo game. It's a game that's already been released. You're just porting it to another system.
But it's
I'm gonna
expensive.
It is. I'm gonna go with an 88.
Okay.
oh, they weren't too kind to Kirby. So,
I don't remember what the original got, but I'm gonna go 88.
I didn't look it up. I assume it was above 85.
I will look as soon as we all pick a score.
I am currently looking at it. Do you want me to say?
Oh, well,
Just say it. It's not going to affect my guess. So.
All right. Well, it wasn't going to affect mine either because I was going to say 80.
80 for Ryan. I'm going to go with an 85.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it. You were so close.
83 was the score.
Man, I'm probably too high then.
You're probably too high. I said 85 or 88.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're too high.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, once Donkey Kong gets to 88, you'll see some serious shit, right?
It's true. Yeah, that's all the games I have to surmise scores for, unless you guys know of anything else. Metacritic was acting weird on me earlier. So
Are they making a new Donkey Kong and they're just porting this one over? Or
They might be, but they haven't said anything about it yet.
I don't know what Retro's working on. It's a secret. So it's either another Donkey Kong or something else new.
they're not doing Metroid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's doing Metroid? Has that been revealed?
It was some new team like within Nintendo. I don't know what they're
Is
called.
it Itagaki's studio?
Probably. Man, I saw.
Devil's Metroid.
Speaking of weird Metroid decisions, I saw on Amazon you could get Metroid Other M brand new for $850. Like, fuck.
I think the Walmart right by my apartment has Other M still on sale, brand new sealed.
For probably $20.
I don't remember the price, but yeah, I would not buy it.
I don't know, man. I didn't mind that game, and $850 seems like a steal to me, but it probably doesn't hold up because it probably didn't hold up when it came out. But I 100% of that game for some damn reason.
Because you hadn't played a Metroid in so long, and it finally came out for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun, but it's definitely weird for a Metroid game. But whatever. I don't know what else is coming out like soon enough to where we could review it.
May. The Dragon's Crown Pro is coming out soon.
Is that May?
I can't remember when, but I thought it was soon.
Yeah, I think it's end of May or something. It was either into April or into May. Must be May.
Yeah, because I was looking at games I would potentially buy after God of War, and like the only ones I saw was like Dragon's Crown Pro, that Strange Journey remake for the 3DS or remaster. I don't know what I want to consider that.
4K 3DS.
State of Decay 2, that's like the end of May. I'm probably not going to buy it either. The Dark Souls in Detroit. But Dragon's Crown Pro, I thought was like, I don't see it on this list, but I thought it was coming out.
Yeah, it's within the next month or two. I was gonna buy it now. I don't know because I've got Dragon's Crown on PS3. I don't know. It's probably not a whole lot different, but it could be.
So if you look at Wikipedia's page, it says an enhanced port for the PlayStation 4 Dragon's Crown Pro was released in 2018, as if it's already out. But I know that's not true.
They're just covering their ass for the future.
Probably has the base.
Yeah, I think that's probably it. Yeah,
All right.
guys.
Well, we'll be back again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. By
Maybe
bat
we'll-
time, I mean maybe the right time, but who knows?
Maybe we'll have God of War probably not beaten.
Have we? Can I just? I'm going to check this real quick because I haven't looked yet. Have you looked at how long to beat?
It's like 20 some hours.
Yeah, I didn't look, but I thought I heard that.
Seems like a long,
25,
seems like a long God of War game.
Yeah, most God of War games are like around the 10-hour or less.
Yeah, God of
10.
War right now it has it at 25. God of War 3 was 10.5, made an extra. God of War 2 was 12.5. God of War 1 was 9.5. Essential was 9.5. So 25 hours for God of War. So we'll see. I cannot wait. I unfortunately have way too much stuff going on this weekend, but I have to carve out time to play this game.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to get over the name. That is so dumb.
You just can't. You just gotta let it go.
I can't because now what's going to happen when they make another one?
They're gonna call it God of War 2 : Norse Saga.
You gotta go with Ascension again.
Ascended again.
What's it called? Ascension?
Still ascending.
Yeah, and I still don't like how they're mixing up the mythologies and treating them as real.
Thor edition. I mean, you'll be able to tell because the logo is different. So when you line it up on your set, you'll be able to tell the difference.
Well, there is God of War 3 for PlayStation 4, but that's the only one, so it's not going to be next year.
Then you're good. You're already done.
Put it right next to 25th Ward.
I hope we all love it, but I have a feeling one of us is going to hate it.
Who's that?
The person who might almost didn't pre-order it or pre-ordered the PS2 one.
I don't think he'll hate it by any means. I don't know. I have my expectations really high at this point, which is a bad thing.
Yes, like I wish it was Friday already.
I'm right there with you.
So I think the name is stupid. I'm not great on how they launched this thing, but like I fully expect everything else to be amazing. So
I mean, the day we watched that trailer in my house and got a full bone. I have been excited about this game ever since. So I fully expect this game to be a 10. I just don't want it to let me down. Like the mechanics seem a little not Derek Vance. Like they somewhat seem kind of a little complex. I'm sure they feel fine, but you know me, I get fucking flustered and I'm retarded, and I don't like the complexity of certain things might overwhelm me, and I don't want to be overwhelmed with the different mechanics. So.
Yeah, I still don't get the whole single shot thing too. Like to me, like
that sounds awesome to me.
How though? Like it's a video game. Like it's not like a movie.
I don't care. It sounds awesome.
Like as a movie, that's an achievement. As a video game, that's nothing. Like why?
Sure, but it's a stylistic choice. It's on its own.
Yeah.
It's on its own.
I think it like in some areas it probably makes it look cool, but in other areas it probably like why did you restrict yourself to this?
We'll see. I don't know. Everything I have tried not to read anything. I read Dan's review, and his review is very non-spoilerific, which was fine.
Giant Bomb wrote a review.
Yeah. Dan.
I thought they were done with reviews.
Dan just wrote a review, and Jeff just wrote a review for Far Cry 5 not too long ago, too.
I wonder why they even do that anymore.
I think it's just when they want to say something about a video game, they do. They pick and choose.
You know what? One of the factors was in me getting God of War is
all that credit you have.
Well, I have a lot of credit, and I mean I don't have very high expectations because I try not to do that.
Yeah.
Because like I didn't do that. I had low expectations with Far Cry 5. I just try not to. I don't think it's gonna be bad like a game. I just don't want to think anything about it till I play it.
Right.
But if you buy God of War from GameStop and then you trade it in like within a month, you get $40 guaranteed credit. So I'm like,
That's not bad.
That's kind of weird for them to do that because you should easily be able to finish that game in a month.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I'm like, I will
Yeah.
definitely, I would get my money's worth if that holds true. But,
Yeah.
so.
I don't know. I'm really excited about this game, and I have been for a long time.
I mean,
so-
I've been watching videos and stuff, and like it looks really cool, and like the combat. I mean, it looks like something I could manage. So
I'm nervous because
complicated.
the complexity seems like a little.
I bet they'll be
I
second
think-
nature.
I think I bet it's easier than the other ones. Like I think they probably almost dumbed it down.
I don't know, man. It seems like there's resources and runes and things like that I don't know. I don't know, man. We'll see.
I don't know. You play more complicated stuff. I'm
When they
I-
stick the camera like that right behind him and you can't see as much, I feel like they probably dumbed it down. If anything,
I don't know. Then I'm pretty sure if I do love it, I'm gonna really love it, and then I'm gonna come in and Ryan's gonna be like, "Fucking, it was a 7."
what I don't like. I love God of War. It's like, I love God of War so much. Like this game would have to be really bad for me not to like it.
he's gonna tell me it's the fucking prototype of goddamn God of War games.
Oh, I couldn't say that about God of War. I couldn't do that.
I hope not.
I
I'm so
mean-
excited.
I don't
like
think you guys know how much I hate Prototype, even though I have Prototype 1 and 2.
You hate it so much you think it's infamous, or don't understand that it's
Like,
infamous.
I would rather play Crackdown than Prototype, even though I own both Prototype and Prototype 2.
I'm so looking forward to this game. Go ahead, Ralph.
I mean, I'm the non God of War lover among us, I would say, and I mean, God of War is fine. I've only finished the first one, so
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
hold on. Do you think there's a sex scene in this one?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
with the kid and someone.
Oh, well,
I'm not saying you watch it. I'm just saying it's there.
I don't think it's there even. Can't happen.
what was the one? So Ascension had like a weird like nod to it, but didn't really have a sex scene, right? Or one of them didn't have one. I thought it was
I don't
Ascension.
know. I'm pretty sure 3 was where you were doing like a whole bed of women.
Yeah, I just played it not too long ago.
You come out of like whatever that. Who's that
No,
dude?
you bang
What's his name's wife?
Aphrodite.
Yeah,
Yeah, you bang his
Yeah.
And there's two girls watching while
Yeah,
you're
that's what
banging
it
her.
is. They're on the side and they're just like,
Yeah, apparently you banging her is so hot that they start banging.
That's what it was. I want them to just at least give me like one old school Kratos scream.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I need that.
They got that TC Carter guy.
No, I remember it's somebody different.
They could just put a sample of him doing the Kratos yell.
Before we go, one last prediction: Blades of Chaos or no Blades of Chaos?
I don't think so. I think they replaced it with something different.
What is that?
That's his chain weapon from the first 3 games, or the first set of games.
I mean, he throws that axe, so
Yeah, he does. It's the blades that he has on his arms.
Okay.
Blades
Yeah, I
of
feel like
Chaos.
that probably goes against the combat in this game.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know though. Who knows? Maybe there's like a little thing.
Homage.
Maybe there's a little thing where him and his son are watching TV, or playing the first God of War on a TV.
yeah.
Uncharted 4.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They're playing Ascension or
Yeah,
something.
he doesn't want his son to be a treasure hunter, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, boy. Don't get a brother.
See, it makes more sense for Kratos because Kratos, he's out there to murder a shitload of people. Nathan Drake's not, but does.
Yeah, he's just oblivious. He's like, oh, I didn't know I was killing him.
He's like, I don't know, my body counts over 1,000. That's crazy.
Well, I guess that's probably the end of the show then. We'll have our God of War show in our Labo breakdown next week.
Yeah.
And our Yakuza, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, let me know.
I get.
What time you guys want to get together and God of War it up?
We'll have a three-way God of War multiplayer bout.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
That's something. We play the hammer throw game, except it's an axe.
Yes.
Yeah. Hot hammer. Yep.
Hot potato. Hot boys. Oh, No,
Oh, no.
what?
not good. All right, we gotta go.
Well,
With a look.
yeah.
Bye.